Hello, everyone! Welcome, weary travelers, to episode 4 of Arcanarama. I'm Cameron Holt, YouTuber and dice maker at Fantasy Forge, and I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I'm joined by our delightful Arcana crew. Introduce yourselves, Arcana crew. We'll start over here with Miranda this time.
Hi, I'm Miranda. I play Ollie. She's a real big old buff Aasimar cleric. I am Claymore Alliance on all the socials. Follow me. Follow Arcanarama. Except for Twitter. Twitter really won't just give me the last E on it, so I think it's like Claymore Alliance. But
Claymore Alliank.
But yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good one tonight.
Yeah.
I'm Samantha Zuckerman. I'm SD Zook on Twitter and Instagram. SDZUKE. I do art. I made some of our art here with help from Taylor Higginbotham. He'll be here later. And I play Alma Newport, the half-elf shadow sorcerer.
Hi, I'm Kitty, and you can find my bakery pages on Instagram and Facebook at Kitty Scratch Kitchen. I'm also the lead singer for our band The Red Death Denton on Instagram. We're also on Spotify.
There's an album
Our
there.
first album came out March 8th of 2020. Please go listen to the album. I play Cholula Duvet. She's a swift-stride shifter, chef, rogue.
Hell yeah. We're gonna get to like episode
Subclass chef.
100 of this, and you're just gonna...
Swift-stride shifter.
Swift-stride shifter chef.
I'm Taylor Higginbotham. You can find me on social media if you know how to spell my last name. I work here at Arknight, and I play Silas Wilford, who has memory problems. who is a human monk, and I'm also excited to be here. So who cares?
Hell
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I'm also running the stream today.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so, as always...
Streamlabs be damned, I've got sticky notes. I did lose one.
Oh, no.
It's good.
Put it back.
As always, a couple of announcements before we begin. As Taylor stated just a moment ago, we are minus our stream director, Robbie, tonight, this week, due to scheduling conflicts, so things may look slightly different than usual, but not to worry. Robbie will be back with us next week when we return to our usual schedule of Arcanarama on Saturdays at 6 p.m. right here on twitch.tv/Arcanarama.
We miss you, Robbie.
Yeah, we do
miss
miss
you,
you, Robbie. He's not watching this because he's at work, but we miss you.
I'll see you
When
later.
you watch
We'll
the
see you
VOD.
later.
Yeah.
Edit the VOD.
Yeah. And if you can't make it live, if you're just catching this on Sunday and Saturdays don't work for you, not to worry. We upload our full backlog of episodes to YouTube every Tuesday morning at 8:45 a.m., but we need at least 100 YouTube subs to get that sweet, sweet Arcanarama URL. So if you want to help us out, you can pop over there. We've got a link on our Twitch page, I believe, to YouTube.
Yep, that's free.
Yeah, so you can just open up a new tab, click that subscribe button, and help us get to that goal. Smash it. Smash that. There's also links to all of our links in all the bios of all of our socials at Arcanarama Show on Instagram and Twitter, and Facebook at Arcanarama on TikTok. And I think that's all social media that anyone cares about these days.
Yeah.
Snapchat.
MySpace coming soon.
Zanga. Find our Zanga.
As always, big shout out to our friends at Arknight, without whom this stream wouldn't be possible. Giveaways. This week, once again, we have 2 fantastic items that you could win. The first is this. Oh, magic.
Wow.
The first is this gorgeous 32-piece set of flat, clear plastic miniatures. And it comes with 8 clear acrylic bases as well. This 32-piece set are from the Arknight Menagerie, Deadlands Horde. A wonderful set of flat plastic miniatures to use against your players or surprise your DM with. It's got zombies, revenants, giant scorpions, and more.
So much more.
These are from the Arknight Menagerie, so they aren't the perfect prints. Aside from being slightly off-center, you can hardly tell the difference. What's happening? Oh, I'm supposed to stretch this out as I'm being told.
Stretch it.
So yeah, aside from the prints being slightly off-center, you can hardly tell the difference. There's like this one dude that it's actually hard to find. Yeah, he's got like his little tomahawk will be cut off when you punch him out, but other than that, they are beautiful. In addition, that'll be our first giveaway, so stick with us to the break to find out what you need to do to enter to win one of those clear flat plastic miniatures. And at the end of the stream, we're going to be giving away these beautiful, handmade by yours truly, set of Fantasy Forge dice modeled after our very own Ollie Ilno.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if I think I'm the only one on screen right now, but these are beautiful. It's clear with gold flakes with swirls of blue and purple through the gold, and it is just, they're so gorgeous. I could stare at them forever because it's like looking into a galaxy.
Yeah, and it's only one of 2 sets in existence.
Yeah, only 2 sets like this exist in the entire world, and the way that you know that it's real is because it's got the little Fantasy Forge FF on the 20 face. And the only other set that exists is used by our very own Miranda.
It's me. We'll be Dice Twins.
Yeah.
Dice Twins. Across
Family.
space and time.
Moobot on the chat.
Is anyone seeing Moobot in the chat? Let us know in the chat if you're seeing Moobot.
Moobot appeared.
Or type, if you want to put up the word.
Yeah. In order to enter the giveaway, if you want to go ahead and enter now, the giveaway word for this evening is going to be opera. O-P-E-R-A. Opera. All lowercase. Perfect. Wonderful. So yeah, you can enter the word opera in the chat for your chance to win some of the clear flat plastic miniatures when we will announce the winners of those when we get back from the break, and we will announce the winners of the Fantasy Forge dice at the end of the stream. So stick with us to find out if you win.
Whee!
You could win dice.
Once again, not once again, this is a new thing. There are some forecasts of some storms in our area that are potentially going to be rolling in with high winds around the time that we'll probably be finishing up the stream. So if things crash and burn and go down, just stick with us. We're going to get things back up and running as soon as possible if it comes to it. But hopefully we won't have any issues other than maybe some occasional weird sounds.
Yes, to add atmosphere.
Yeah. Once again, follow us on socials at Arcanarama Show on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and at Arcanarama on TikTok for fun clips and highlights from the show, as well as important, exciting announcements on future plans. If you're like me and you like to draw along with live play shows and do little art things, then we'd love to see any artwork that you have inspired by the show that you would like to share with us. So tag us at Arcanarama Show on Twitter and Instagram and use the hashtag ArtCanarama. That's hashtag ArtCanarama to show us your beautiful creations. And we might even pick from those and add them into our little mid-roll and pre-roll and maybe even post-roll stuff and show off your fantastic artwork.
And we have references for all of the characters up on Instagram and Twitter, I believe.
Yeah,
so.
Those actually just got posted recently. So if you want to check those out, you can see what all the characters look like. Unfortunately, not brought to you by a certain brewery this week, but I'm sure they'll be back soon.
That's my fault.
Yeah.
It's on me.
Now, unless anyone else has any announcements, let's go ahead and begin episode 4 of Arcanarama.
Oh my god! You're doing it!
On tonight's episode number 4 of Arcanarama. Welcome back. Previously on Arcanarama.
Doing the voice.
Our heroes fought a decisive battle in the sewers beneath Waterdeep, saving the life of Floon Blagmar and completing their contract for Volatham Kadarm. On their way back to the Yawning Portal, the party saved the life of a noble by the name of Victoro Castellenter, who thanked them profusely. Volo gifted the players not the money he had promised, but the deed to a property in the North Ward known as Trollskull Manor. The next day, after a night of secrets and seances, Victoro approached the party with an offer to cover the cost of renovation and the tavern and home, as well as some formal wear for the night's opera, as thanks for saving his life. The party received a few more leads on jobs in town, but figured they better outfit themselves properly first. And that is where we start tonight, as you all begin heading towards Intrepid Outfitters in the market of Waterdeep. Is there anything you'd like to do along the way?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I'm
Nothing of note.
All right.
fancy clothes.
Arriving in the market is bustling. You see people from all walks of life going about their business, going from stall to storefront. It's a large kind of open market square on the inside of several, like a large rectangle of shop faces that cater to all different types of services and things. You easily spot Intrepid Outfitters. It is one of the largest storefronts on kind of the edge when you reach the marketplace. Large white stone structure with a very kind of elaborately curved stone archway above the entrance. Some very clever masonry going into the construction of this place. As you all step inside, you hear the gentle, jazzy sounds of a flute being magically amplified around the shop from an Aarakocra bard vibing in the back corner.
Jazz flute?
Yeah.
Nice.
Circular racks of all types of clothing and armor slowly spin magically as various customers inspect fashionable pieces of armor, shields, and trendy versions of just about any type of armor or clothing that you can imagine. Behind the counter, a youthful elven girl with a short black side braid, kind of braided along the side of her head, chews gum while reading a Waterdavian newspaper through lazy, half-closed eyelids.
Excuse me, miss. Yes, I don't know my measurements, and I was kind of wondering if you could maybe host me through some of your wares.
Yeah, we can take your measurements.
Could that happen today? Or,
Sure. What are you looking for?
Something similar to this, but not quite as worn. He's wearing kind of that captain's jacket, the green one.
All right, Jessifer! And she calls out an identical-looking elven woman with the braid on the other side. Steps forward. Can I help you guys?
Yes, I was...
They're looking to get measurements. All right, who's first?
I'll go first.
All right, don't move. And she kind of pulls out from her sleeve a long tape measure and begins taking the measurements of each of you. Mm-hmm. And you all get your sizes and fittings. So what are you looking for today? What can we send you home with?
Right, just a nicer version of this, maybe? A bit more buttons, a bit more regalia.
Right. Green jacket, shirt, trousers. You want new boots as well?
Yes, some boots to match.
Perfect. And are you looking for the armored category or just common?
I don't need any armor.
All right.
I mean, unless that's an option.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of our specialty here at Intrepid Outfitters. Is we make clothes that look common but offer a little bit more protection than your common clothes would, so you can be stylish and protected.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. I could go for stylish and protected.
Perfect. Let me pick out what I have. Is there anything else that I can find for anyone else, or do you guys want to just look around the store a little bit?
I didn't have anything particular in mind. Was anybody else?
Can I look around the store for a bit and then come find you?
Of course. You take your time and you find whatever you need. And if you have any questions, you can call out for me. My name is Jessifer, or my twin sister Jenica can also help out. Anyone who needs it.
Jessifer, Jenica. I'm just going to say both names.
Those
if
are
that's okay.
beautiful names.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll get your order together and give you a total at the counter when it's ready.
I believe it's on the Castellanter account, if that's something that happens here.
Is Mr. Castellanter with you? Make a quick history check. Or actually, everybody make an intelligence check.
Neat. You won't believe it again. Every time.
Is this just how you're going to open them all up?
Every episode, my first roll is...
11.
Mine was a 5.
5. Nat 20?
Yeah.
You instantly recall as you're saying this. Victoria Castellanter got your measurements at Troll Skull Tavern and is having some formal wear put together for you. You're not sure if it's coming from here or not. You guys just decided to come check out Intrepid Outfitters in case because you didn't have, you're getting formal clothes, but you in particular, Silas, don't have any other clothes than what you're wearing, and they're pretty ratty. So I think you just kind of came here to get some clothes that aren't rags.
Yes, sorry. I've forgotten.
That's okay, so is Mr. Castellanter here?
No, this will be on our tab. I'm sorry, I seem to have forgotten again.
No problem. That happens all the time.
As she kind of wanders off, I'm gonna lean over to Silas and whisper, not to be rude, but just checking in. Do you have money?
A bit, yes.
Okay. From where?
I think
Earnings?
he doesn't know.
Volothamp gave me some, yes.
Oh.
Yes, I had 10, and I used one to gather information from that complimentary angry fellow that we met at the tavern.
Oh, right.
So I should have...
What are the prices like here?
It varies.
Okay.
So there are certain sections that are just simple common clothes that aren't very restricting, or aren't restricting at all. They're just common clothes that vary anywhere from 4 to 5 dragons for a full outfit.
Okay.
And then there are also this kind of customizable armored sets of clothing that can give you the benefits of, essentially mechanically, they give you the benefits of a type of armor without giving you any of the restrictions of that armor. Their whole vibe is looking comfortable and casual, but also being safe. Mm-hmm. It's a dangerous world we live in here.
Yeah.
Waterdeep.
Sexy and deadly.
And those custom armored pieces range anywhere from 10 to 15 dragons per set.
Okay, that sounds useful.
So,
I'm gonna look around.
Yeah, as Jessifer is putting together Silas's order, what would the rest of you like to gather? Pretty much anything that you can imagine is here in the store.
I think this is a chainmail scarf that I found.
Oh, that's...
Completely impractical.
It
Totally
is.
uncomfortable.
It
The
is a
chainmail is actually
look.
on the inside of a nice kind of satin. So it is it's heavy for a scarf, but also you get the sense nobody's going to be cutting your throat in this baby.
I can
Like a
hear
weighted
that from a
blanket.
mile away.
It doesn't seem very silent.
No. I'll try to find things similar to what I'm wearing now. Just a plainish shirt.
Yeah, nice.
And-
Purple and mauve situation
Yeah.
going on.
And then just some updated versions of my little gloves.
Wonderful.
My
And are you
little
going
fingerless
for
gloves.
Are you going for an armored set?
Yes, if that's an option, fully with no restrictions.
No restrictions.
So I could wear it and cast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would just like a shirt and some gloves.
I mean, based on your character art, do you look like you work here?
Probably.
Okay.
No, I mean, I'm a little tattered,
Okay,
Yeah,
just
not particularly.
but I'm keeping my scarf.
going with the naming convention.
Yeah, no, Jessifer and Jenica are not lavishly dressed, but they're very stylish.
They're
Yeah.
teens. Those are some Waterdavian teens.
Yeah, so if you want to mark off 14 gold dragons.
Oh, dragons. Hooray. I know those.
and this is for common people, this is relatively pricey store.
Yeah.
And looking around, you see most of the people in here. You can see some people that are obviously repeat customers that are like dressed in common clothing but have like the battle scars of an adventurer. And then you can see other people that are clearly adventurers that are just trying this place out for the first time, and they look really out of place and seem a little uncomfortable. But
So if I were adding armor to my inventory, leather armor?
yeah, it gives they all give the benefit of just your basic leather armor.
Okay. I'm guessing light.
Okay, 2 things.
Yeah, not like studded or anything.
Cholula is looking for sort of a vest-like sort of corset and some armored trousers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So switch it up sometimes.
Yeah, she can find a set of those in whatever color suits your desires for about 13 gold dragons.
Okay.
And the corset itself also is, it's soft on the outside but firm on the inside. Great support and also great protection.
And a great figure.
A great figure.
Is Ollie interested in anything in here?
I don't think so, especially if it's just like normal leather armor. I think she's gonna keep with all of her stuff from the temple because it's already leather armor and it's super sentimental. So
Perfect.
no,
Aww.
I'm just gonna walk around sort of like gently twiddling shirts and sort of like picking it up and like holding it up to like one of my muscles and being like, this isn't gonna fit, and putting it back.
Do the flex test.
Yeah.
You can
Put
hear
your arm
seams.
reverse in the sleeve.
Just
Like, no.
try. It's a little too tight.
Wonderful. Well, as you all go to check out, Jessica has put together a wonderful rendition of your outfit, Silas, with a little bit more filigree kind of around the buttons on the jacket. Nothing super fancy, but definitely nicer than what you're currently in. And for the low price of 15 gold dragons, it'll offer you the protection of leather armor as well without...
How would this outfit price out if the boots weren't included?
Without the boots, that'll bring it down to about 10 gold dragons.
What are you short? I can.
Yeah.
I have 9. You don't have to
I
do that.
really don't mind.
Yeah, I have 9 currently on me.
Why don't we split it?
And 2.
What you need?
Sounds good.
Uh,
You want them, don't you?
Yes.
3 each.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Because if you've got 9 gold,
Yeah.
up to 15 is 6, so 3 from each of you would cover it.
Okay.
Man.
That's not.
You can never
We
do it
play
if it's your own
Dungeons and
character.
Dragons,
Yep.
but we don't.
Yeah,
We
that had
don't
nothing
do
to do
that.
with me, which is how I got through that so quickly.
thank you very much. I'm sorry. I'm
Anytime.
embarrassed. Hate standing at the register, not having enough. Being declined at all.
No, you
You'd
have
be
enough.
surprised. This happens all the time. But you're lucky to have friends like you do.
Yes, that's something to say.
She hands over all of your accoutrement and new clothing.
You guys, my armor class is 14 now.
What? Hey.
What? Listen, we
Hey.
need to have a talk about where you allocate your stats.
Dex is useless.
It's not.
It's trash.
I'm right here.
So, unless there's anything else, any other business that you guys have in Intrepid Outfitters.
I'm gonna get changed out of these rags. Do
Yeah,
you
we've
take
got
a
changing
donation?
rooms in the back. You just find one. If the door's closed, there's a customer in there. So doors open and you're in the clear.
Do you take donations here for old clothes? Anything of that nature?
No, we don't manufacture in-house.
Okay.
We can just bring them home and
Yeah,
burn them.
I'll be right back. Yeah. I
go
would
to
walk
change.
away at a chair.
And, so essentially,
Get rid of them.
I don't know how we would do this in D&D Beyond, but you get the benefit of your leather armor, but you still get your unarmored defense because they are technically common clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll tell you. I put mine on and it instantly filled me up with disadvantage. I would just ignore it.
Yeah.
Because if you click
Well,
it, it'll tell you
it'll
why.
affect his because
Yeah.
I think as part of your unarmored defense, you get to add your wisdom to your armor class.
Yeah.
If I'm correct. So it'll be essentially the number that you would get from wearing leather armor, which is I think 10 plus your dex, or 11 plus your dex. Mm-hmm. And then plus your wisdom on top of that, if you just want to make a note of what your new armor class would be.
Okay. 11 plus dex.
And if any of you at home are like, that's overpowered, just remember I control the enemies.
We remember every day.
Once a week, I think about how you control all of the enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the friends.
And all of the friends. And all of the Jessifers and
Jenicas.
Elfin friends are rare. So, as you all exit into the streets of Waterdeep once again into the market, what's your plan from here?
We were going to go visit...
The Yawning Portal.
Were we gonna go to the? We had the
we're
lady.
Gonna try to get eyes on the
right.
The person we're supposed to watch, Maloon War Dragon.
Yes.
We had like extra time before we had to be ready for the opera. We were just gonna go see if we can.
You guys have until 7 bells, if I'm not mistaken. That's when the opera begins, and you haven't. You were informed that you would receive word from Victoria Castellanter when your outfits were ready.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
So yeah, to the portal.
All right. You begin making your way south into the Castle Ward district and towards the Yawning Portal. Streets are pretty busy today. Just as a reminder to all of you, it is currently Pell Day, the day of Pelor. And starting to heat up a little bit. You're getting into the early months of summer now. Making your way down to the Yawning Portal. Work up a little bit of a sweat, but nothing crazy, and by the looks of everyone else in the streets, not out of the norm for this time of year. You arrive at the portal, and stepping inside, you can see Volo in his usual place, drinking, and he's got a little book open in front of him, and he'll write a few words, and then kind of place the quill on his chin, thinking, and then take a drink, and then take another drink, and then he gets lost in conversation with someone. He doesn't seem to have noticed you yet, though. If you guys wouldn't mind making an investigation check.
That's a 10.
18.
Dirty 20.
Jesus.
You came to play 8?
The dice did. I didn't get to roll them out before.
18 and dirty 20. The two of you notice kind of a little bit offset at the bar, because there's this kind of like open serving area where Durnan usually stands and takes orders and doles out orders, and then there's two extensions of the bar on either side where there are some stools set up for people to sit. You notice off to the right from where you are a relatively handsome blonde man, looks to be probably late 20s, early 30s, matches the description of Maloon War Dragon. And he's kind of standing at the bar with one boot up on the railing at the bottom, and one hand on a tankard and one hand on his hip, kind of drinking and laughing with a woman seated next to him and conversing back and forth a bit until she stands and takes her drink and goes and joins another group.
Did it look like the conversation got weird or awkward and that's why she left?
Make an insight check.
Also, does she have any like markings on her? Insight?
That would be insight and then perception to clock her for markings.
16 on insight.
Okay.
5 on perception.
She doesn't appear to have any tattoos or anything like that.
Okay.
Just a lady in common clothes, wearing kind of a gown down at the shoulders. She goes and rejoins a group of people at a table nearby who are also laughing and welcome her to the table. On that insight check, though, you do notice it doesn't look like the conversation like went sour, or like he was being a creep and scared her off or anything like that. They were just having friendly conversation, and then as soon as she left, he kind of like holds the smile for a second before just kind of going stone-faced and then continuing to drink, and looking across the bar a little bit in various areas, just inspecting the crowd.
Did you list out what he was drinking in particular?
He's got a tankard.
Okay. Can I go ahead and walk up to the bar and talk to Durnan? Hey Durnan, that guy in the corner, and I sort of just like point over to War Dragon.
Right.
How long has he been here today?
Today he came in maybe 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago. Been here quite some time.
What's he drinking?
Ale, mostly.
Can I get 2 ales from you?
Sure.
By chance, did you notice if he seemed like a sports fan?
I'll be completely honest with you. I wasn't interested to check.
Okay, then I'll just get the 2 ales. I mean, nothing wrong with like bumping into him, right? As long as he doesn't know that we're watching him. I can feel him out.
I'm gonna go
Get a
have a
shot.
seat with Volo. And Cholula heads towards Volo's table.
I won't meet you guys back at the table. It might look a little weird if we meet back up. So I'm gonna talk to him real quick. Just see how he's feeling, and then I'll walk outside.
I'll just be another patron at the bar then.
I'm gonna go get a table off kind of behind, like near the back of the bar where I can still keep eyes.
Okay, so Ollie, you're approaching. Silas and Alma are keeping eyes, and Cholula is
Going to Volo's table.
going to Volo's table. All right.
We've spread out.
We've done it. We've broken up the party.
I'm not gonna count this as splitting the party.
You're in the same room.
I'm alone.
You're gonna drop that guy down?
Drop that guy down.
The bar exists.
What are you talking
We have a
about?
set. We have a
We have-
set.
oh,
Do you
we
want to
have-
put down
there's
a
a set.
set?
Okay, I didn't know.
If some shit goes sideways,
It was-
maybe we can.
I make shit go sideways.
Yeah, that's painful.
Like a poop during sleep.
Alex gonna
Hey, Taylor!
walk all over.
It's not a thinker.
First, you order 2 ales. Durnan charges you 2 gold dragons for those ales, which I don't think you would really need to make an insight check, but that's pretty pricey for the portal.
Well, I owe him money.
No.
Yeah.
That's almost the price of a chair you broke.
Almost.
Almost.
3 dragons left to pay it off.
That's really what he's trying to make up here.
Yeah. Listen, I know. I don't say anything about the dragons. I just nod and go ahead.
If I could have Silas and Alma, if you're listening in to this conversation or keeping eyes on things, go ahead and make perception checks for me. And Cholula, we'll get to your conversation with Volo here in a moment.
30-20.
Yike. You need to hear
19.
all of it.
I'm gonna get it on the worst though. The coin's gonna turn over.
Crap. Then yeah, I'm gonna both tankards in hand. Wow, you look super comfy. Do you, by chance, are you a sports fan? And Ollie just sort of like pulls up her arms, like you may recognize me a little bit.
Make a persuasion check.
Good.
Persuading him if he's
Okay.
a sports. if
That
he
doesn't
likes
count.
That
sports.
doesn't count. That hit my whole hand. Ha! 19.
19. All ale now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you looked like a javelin fan. I saw your tankard. I figured might not be sweet. Come over with another. I mean, whoever's turned down a beer.
Please. Have a seat, sit down. Name's Maloon War Dragon.
Oh my! A war dragon.
Aye.
Wow. That name seems so familiar. Did you have any family that played sports at all?
No sports in my family. I like watching the javelin from time to time, but I've got a bit of an arm myself. Maybe you've heard of me. Used to be a member of a little group called Force Grey. Private group here in
Oh
Waterdeep.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Force Grey? Honestly, I had not been too privy to Force Grey, but I did actually hear about the Grey Hands not too long ago.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like the ladder you got to climb to get to the top.
Right? Oh my God. Well, I mean, like, Lord, if you were once a part of the Grey Force, like, you've obviously taken the exam to get in. How'd it go? How was it?
Oh, it was great. I mean, it's a bit fuzzy looking back on it now. It's been so long. But,
I mean, it's kind of like a tryout, really, kind of.
Right, yeah. Give you a quest.
Skills.
Give you something to, prove yourself. And just years with your nose to the grindstone. And eventually you get up to Force Grey. You get missions like we had a mage was robbing a bank down in the Castle Ward. And you would never seen something like this. He was just flying through the air like it was nothing, holding the money bags.
Man, of course. You have to have money bags in both hands.
Right, of course. Nothing that my ex couldn't stop, though. Threw it, took him right out of the sky.
Oh my God, that arm you were talking about. Well, I mean, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just saw you sitting over here and you looked kind of lonely, so thought I'd just pop in the chat.
Make a deception check.
Okay. 15?
All right. Yeah, well, it was lovely chatting with you. If you'd ever like to have another drink, you can usually find me here.
No worries.
I've got plenty of stories to tell. I'm sure you do as well.
Oh, tons, Lord. Well, it was nice chatting with you. I'm going to head out. I think my day's over. I'm going to chug my tankard real quick and then put his down on the table.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. It's nice seeing an old javelin friend, And I quickly just sort of head back towards the bar and then back towards the door.
Okay.
Can I tell from where I am if he noticed her lie?
I'll just kind of roll this into your perception check that you made earlier.
Okay.
Because both of you rolled high enough to notice he didn't seem privy to a lie. His face lights up. He conversed and was just having a fun like talking to an old friend. Mm-hmm. Just a fun back and forth, and then as soon as Ollie turns and starts walking away, he goes back to just stone-faced, just as he's turning around. And both of you can make an insight check now that you've noticed that, if you'd like.
Is that a
That is another natural 20.
I'm so worried about getting into a fight now.
14.
We can't start this high.
14. It seems like maybe he had a rough day and trying to cheer himself up at the bar.
He's choking down his sadness.
Silas, you are getting some serious sociopathic vibes from this guy.
Oh.
It's like every conversation that he's had since you walked in has just been an act. It's like he's putting on a face, and then as soon as the conversation's over, he's done acting, and he just goes flat.
Kind of adjust that Harper pen a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try to find the biggest group of our group that there is. I'm not sure where you're behind.
Yeah, well, while all that's happening,
Okay.
Cholula,
Oh, right, yeah.
you have a seat with Volo.
Ah, Miss Duvet, lovely to see you. Please join me. Take a seat. This one's still about half full.
Places to get in front of you.
Isn't that sweet? Is there anyone else at the table?
No, he's alone right now.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions about someone?
Absolutely. I also have some news for you, but you please go first.
Oh, well, I was just curious. What do you know about Balloon War Dragon? I believe he's the blonde fella.
Yes, I've met Maroon a couple of times. Seems like a relatively happy chap. Spends a lot of his time in here in the tavern, but I'm not one to judge for a man who enjoys the drink.
Oh, of course not.
But yes, he always seems a bit jolly, very personable, likes to chat with a lot of the newcomers and oldcomers alike. I've never seen him get into a fight a single time within the bar, and he seems to be on good terms, as far as I know.
Do I notice when Ollie walks away, his face change again?
You can make a perception check. First a perception check to see if you notice.
Okay.
And then if you do notice, then we'll do insight to see if you can kind of get a vibe.
10.
10.
Yeah.
Volo's big, stupid, floppy hat is just blocking your view of the entire scenario.
So he seems jolly. Alright, he's got a friend that reached out to me. They're just a little bit worried about him.
Right.
But they were concerned about his mood being sort of sour, so, I mean, maybe he's just happier here than he was.
Perhaps so. As I have been told, he was formerly a member of Force Grey, a very high-ranking band of mercenaries in the city, protectors of the city. Perhaps the stress of the job just got to him, and he found his solace at the end of a bottle.
I guess that's possible.
Yes, mine was for you. I have set up a meeting, an appointment at the Castle Ward tomorrow morning tomorrow afternoon at high sun with a tiefling magister named Kylene Silmhelf to officially transfer the ownership of Trollskull Manor from my name to your name. So if you or any of your party are available to meet me in the Castle Ward tomorrow morning, we can get that transfer initiated, and it will officially be your manor on paper.
Where in the Castle Ward?
We will be in the northern portion. There's a row of legal buildings. I shall meet you on... There's a street name.
You've got it, Volo.
What was it?
You've got it.
Let me just roll a quick history check. Give me just a moment. For the sake of this, we're going to say that he gives you the name of a street that I will have for you actually here in a moment.
Okay.
But it's basic kind of like business suite in Waterdeep where magisters do their business.
From my spot in the corner, I'm going to send out a spirit whisper to each party member. It's a cantrip, so I can do it multiple times.
Right.
And they'll all just say,
It's right off the high road.
you found it.
You fall asleep for a second.
I'll meet you at the tip of the Castle Ward. Along the high road, it leads straight up into the North Ward near Trollskull Alley. I'm sure it's a straight shot for you.
Right. Perfect.
I'm sorry, what was happening?
No,
over
you're
here?
good. I'm going to send out my spirit whispers to everybody.
Right, one at a time.
Yeah, and they'll all say, it's Alma.
Okay. Who are you singing to first?
First to Ollie, because she actually spoke to him.
Okay, and Ollie, did you leave the bar?
Yeah, I just walked outside, so
Okay.
it didn't look like.
Oh
see
shoot,
me.
then I can't send you one if you left.
You
Right
can.
outside?
You can have a direction, and I think it can travel through up to like I think it's blocked by like a foot of stone.
Yeah.
Or like an inch of lead.
Okay, dope.
But it's just like plaster and wood. And it's not a foot thick walls here, so yeah, you can easily.
Perfect.
You just have to know the direction.
So yeah, I'll send one to Ollie first, and that one will say, it's Alma. What did you think? He just seems grumpy to me.
I am allowed to respond to those, right? It's like 25
You can.
words
Yeah,
that we can.
it'll
Okay.
it'll finish out
It's
with
got rollover.
you can respond to this message. And then to Cholula and Silas, they'll both just say, it's Alma. I can't get a great read on this guy. He seems sad to me.
Okay. Silas and Cholula. Cholula for the first time. Silas for the second time. You hear a strange voice, as if someone were whispering in your ear. You can almost feel the breath from the plosives of the P's and F's as they talk. As you hear a voice say,
It's Alma.
Yikes.
I can't get a read on this guy. He just seems sad. You can respond.
Ollie, I think now kind of getting used to this. This is like the third time this has happened for us. Sort of just like stables herself, kind of shakes it off a little bit. I mean, he kind of just seemed like he didn't have anything else better to do. He kind of just seemed, oh God, I don't know, burned out. Like, seems like his job was stressful. I don't know. I think he's just drinking.
Okay.
She thinks he just kind of seems like stressed burnout.
And so on.
Yeah, they paraphrase. It's hard for them to remember.
I have 8 words left.
There's no, so sending is the one that has the 25 limit. Message, there's technically no word limit. It's just like within 6 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, so Cholula kind of like stiffens up and is like, "Excuse me, Volo. I'm gonna step outside," and so that's and I'm gonna just go outside and meet Ollie.
All right.
Is that when I get back?
She's gonna step outside. She'll be right back.
Silas is kind of like taking a drink and just kind of like falls off the table and just turns his back to Maloon.
Yeah. And the voice just like follows you as you do.
He's guarding something. He seems to kind of just shut off when he stops interacting with others. There's something here. I think we should follow him and stay back.
He's guarding something.
And so on.
And so on.
All of it.
Let's follow him.
Yes.
Okay.
As you're sending this message, you notice Cholula also walking outside. Cholula, as soon as you step outside, kind of off to the left, around the edge of the building a little bit, you see Ollie.
Ollie.
What's that? How'd it go?
The angry man that showed up in my head said he was Alma. I think Alma might be in trouble.
Oh. Is this your first time? I think she like sends her ghost to like speak in or around your head. But no, it's really her. You can talk back to her if you want.
I think I might have.
Oh, yeah. What? Did you just let her know that you were coming out?
I told her I was going outside.
Oh, then yeah, you're fine. She's got it.
Do I know where Alma's sitting?
Yeah, with your perception checks, you're both aware of the other.
Okay, I'm gonna straighten up and just kind of like make my way over there to the table.
Yeah,
if I could.
Yeah, you have a seat. It's not super busy in the portal. It's still early in the afternoon.
When you get up and reveal that we know each other in some way, Alma just goes,
Yes?
"What now? Now he's going to know."
Yeah, I'm sure he's following me with his eyes. Can we talk about the
Is he
voice?
following with his eyes?
Looking up, no perception check required. He's got his back to you guys, sitting at the bar.
That's good.
Can we talk a bit about the voices that I just heard? A bit? Just a little, you know?
Yeah, sorry, I tried to announce that it's me.
You did. But you didn't announce it was you the first day I showed up in this bar, did you?
No.
The little lady by the stairs who was wondering why I was here?
Yeah. And then I asked you why you're here.
Could you tell the others what I said to you
What you said to me.
about the person we're following?
Oh, yes!
Yeah, just go ahead and just kind of send that back over. I'll grab us some drinks. And I'll go to the bar.
Yeah,
And I send over that Silas thinks that he's guarding something.
Yeah, you each hear a spooky little voice that relays the information that
How
Silas...
does that look when you send it?
Oh, I just kind of sit back and I... Okay. That's done.
Her eyes kind of glaze. They don't go fully white, but they turn this kind of like sickly, pallid, glazed over, like there's a tint of white over the whole eye.
Like I've
just,
got the cataracts.
Yeah, just for a second, and then it comes back to vibrant life.
Is that recognizable to me at all? I'm
Make
kind
a-
of seething over this ale before I stand up.
Yeah. Make a history check.
History, you say?
Are you shitting me?
It's not even possible. It's
Those are balance tested.
Yeah.
It hit the wall and came back weird, but I'm in the bin.
I mean,
I want Taylor's dice.
you're 100% certain that you've never seen any magic that fucking creepy. It doesn't ring any bells now.
I'll grab us some drinks.
Okay, are we... What about it? What about everybody else?
You've told them what I said, yes?
Yes?
Let them do what they will. They've walked out.
Am I in trouble?
Should you be?
I don't know. You seem scary.
I'm gonna grab some drinks. This isn't the time. We're kind of following someone right now. I'm gonna get some drinks a bit down from him, behind him, like out of his sight.
Yeah, easy enough. And your drinks cost you 4 nibs.
Cool. Dannon, could I set up a bit of a tab? I'm kind of on a mission. I imagine Ollie spoke with you. I can make good on it. I'm just trying to keep eyes on someone here.
Right. Make a persuasion check. With disadvantage.
4.
Because he's not on great terms with Ollie.
Kind of hoping just to cite that as the conversation she had earlier.
I'm with the person that owes you money. Can you do me a favor?
I paid some of that back. Like,
How much does a chair really cost?
9.
6 dragons. They're nice chairs. 9?
Drinks out free here, friend. Sorry, we don't run taps without credit.
Can I hear any of this?
Could I get an empty...
Probably. You can see that it's taking longer than it normally would.
Could I, in theory, use my mage hand to slip some money into Silas's pocket?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, I'll just slide over.
Are you trying to be subtle about it?
Well, yeah, I don't want everybody to be like, hey, what's that?
Are you trying to be subtle about it so that Silas wouldn't notice?
No, I need Silas to notice that he has money.
He's going to slap me on the ass a bit.
No, maybe just drop it kind of heavy into the, like, breast pocket of his jacket, so it's like a sudden shift.
I'm not looking for a long-term tab.
And I'll send over...
and you actually kind of
Nibs
hear
are
the clink
copper?
as well.
Yeah.
So I'll send over one... What's the second one? That's
Shard.
the silver? A shard. I'll send over one shard.
Okay.
I'm not looking for any kind of like long-term kind of thing. Oh, sorry. I must have forgotten I've had this.
This works here.
Yep.
And
So,
he
again,
turns and pours you, what did you order? 2 ales?
2 ales.
And hands them to you in tankards.
Thank you. Sorry for the confusion. My memory
Of
slips
course,
me.
you want a change?
Put it on Ollie's chair tab.
Right. 6 nibs toward the chair top. Noted.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Chair tab.
Sit back down. Thank you. Why?
Which part?
Thank you. I'll just say that. Have they responded to your message?
No, I think it scares Cholula.
What was the message?
I just ran through what Silas noticed and that we should follow him.
Yeah.
He said that he seems often like he's hiding something and that you should follow him.
So are we supposed to go back inside?
well, if he gets up and leaves, I imagine.
I don't know if we
They
have
can't
time to
just-
like get into it today. You know, we got the opera tonight.
I'll also remind you guys that this mission that you're on for Vajra Safar, the Blackstaff, she doesn't want you to report back for a 10-day.
Yeah.
She just said to keep an eye on him for that long.
Do I get back Cholula's message of, are we supposed to go back inside? She wants to know if she should come back inside. What should I tell her?
We could leave. I was just wondering what their plans were. I just saw them leave, so I didn't know. But we could finish these and go. If that's okay, we could have a chat.
You could probably infer that we're just like standing outside.
We're just vibing.
Yeah.
I'm
We're outside.
I'm gonna send back. I'm gonna send back
That you want a vibe check? It's doing good.
that Silas seems angry at me. But I think it's okay. Wait for us.
Okay. A creepy, unfamiliar voice relays that information to you.
I ask back, is it his normal angry or like a new angry?
Is it his normal angry or is it new?
I take another look at him, and then I just respond back, quiet, angry.
I'm gonna wait outside then.
Have they said anything at all?
They'll wait for us.
It's probably for the best. We've got a chance to talk. You seem to know more than others about my situation. Would you like to air any of that out at all?
I don't know that much more. I know that you are a noble who had an estate, and that's, pretty common knowledge. But I was also 5, 6 when your family disappeared.
Right, I'm not maybe asking about my past. Is there anything else you know about me in particular? It seems like every time something comes up, you have a bit more information than others.
Sometimes. I know a lot about Waterdeep in general. I don't think I know that much.
Make an insight check. You can make either deception or persuasion. You know which one to choose.
16.
23.
She seemed on the level.
Okay. Sorry, just kind of... when I get a lead and it goes nowhere, I get a bit irksome. It's frustrating not really knowing, but kind of trying to continue my life, It's like, do I stay there trying to regain those memories, or do I move on? Am I missing anything?
I think if things are important, you'll figure them out.
Yeah. But I'm... maybe I'm being impatient or something. I just, It's hard. I'm faking it all the time, Just continuing to move on. But not really knowing how. Or if I've fucked somebody over in the past, is that... I'm not going to know them. They're going to walk up to me and be terse with me, and I'm not going to understand why. I just kind of want to catch my bearings, I think.
I think everybody has hurt somebody at some point. It's pretty hard to live a life without having done that.
Yeah, but they remember if they have.
You'd be surprised at how infrequently that's true.
I do think this Maloon fellow is hiding something, speaking of sociopathy.
Probably. But more so, I don't think that it helps you to be told your past, because then you still don't remember it. Somebody's just telling you what happened.
Right, yes.
And then you have to reconcile that.
But I could at least investigate if that's true or not. I'm getting nothing, and I'm hoping that they're being truthful or that they're lying to me. But if I get something, I can look into it. But I have not. All I have is what I have.
I can tell you that I knew your family because my family lived on the estate.
That's something? You
And
didn't mention that while we were at the estate?
Well, because I was kind of mad because when your family just suddenly up and disappeared, it kind of tore mine apart. And nobody's seen your family in a really long time. So it was kind of a surprise for you to be back and nobody else.
Thank you. That's something, I guess. Maybe we can find out what happened?
We can try.
I don't know. I don't want to be alone in looking for this.
I'm sorry.
You guys are like speaking with your eyes.
Miranda
I just looked
furiously
up and
taking
Miranda's
notes.
like,
Oh my god. First off, been
Yeah.
dying for just the tiniest little bit of Silas' backstory, and he's been giving us nothing.
I have nothing. I
I
have nothing. You want to see my notes? Page 1, blank. Page 2, a beach. That's what I have. I'm the opening of Inception, and then the rest of the movie goes on.
Oh no, that was an ugly snort too. I'm so sorry.
Did you ran into that one person? She was dealing with some dead bodies. She didn't have much time to talk to us.
Miss Felspitch. Felsplane? Edgeplane.
Did she? Do you know where she is now? She might know something.
She didn't know more than anyone else. The family disappeared, and even when she was working, she wasn't at detective level, so she wasn't on the case.
Does she know who might be?
We could ask, I guess.
Might be your best bet.
Yeah, we could see who was the presiding detective at the time. Something about my father-in-law being away on business. Presumably. That's about all I got. The same as everyone else.
I was pretty little.
Yeah. Should we meet back up with the others? I think my ale has gone dry.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Did you hear that?
That's haunted.
When Silas gets up to leave, I'm gonna slam the rest of my ale and then just, okay. And then I'll message Ollie and Cholula and say, okay, he didn't kill me. We're on our way out.
All right.
Are you coming?
Yes.
You guys make your way back outside to see. Well, I guess, is there anything that Ollie and Cholula have been up to in the meantime?
Vibin.
Yeah.
Vibin?
Yeah.
Perfect.
5 check, AC 2.
Yeah. You guys come out, you see two of your party members just vibing.
Just fine.
Did you guys deal with it?
Have you made money?
I think so.
You're just out here dancing?
Well, I mean, like,
Well, we thought it might be a little strange if,
Two
she
people
made a
just
deal
standing.
about how she was going to leave because she talked to the guy. And then,
Right, yes.
And then I got, a little bit, Volo was right across from me. And so then when I was talking to a spirit ghost, it felt strange. So I
Okay,
just
yeah.
went outside.
Quick
And it-
explanation. So that nobody freaks out. There's 3 or 4 spirits that will deliver messages for me. There's a creepy little child one. There's kind of an angry old man one. There's like a kind of wispy, maybe drunk lady. It's hard to say.
Oh, I
She
like
sounds
that
like
one.
posh, but also maybe she's been hitting the drinks. I don't know if ghosts can get drunk.
I knew it was this.
And then there's one that doesn't appear very often. It's a little creepier. I don't really get to ask for particular spirits, but that's how I send my messages. Hopefully I don't have to say, it's me, Alma, every time, but I'll try.
It's good to know now.
Because what if an accidental spirit slips through and it's not me?
See, that's what I didn't want to hear at all.
Excuse me?
See, it's not the
I don't think that's ever
spirits
happened.
that bothers me. I just have a thing about my ears being whispered into.
Absolutely not. It's the spirits for me.
Yeah, it's the spirits for me as well.
There's nothing I can do about that.
No, it's fine. Don't apologize for who you are.
Yeah, yes,
I'm sorry.
I desired the apology, so I wanted it.
Chase your bliss or something.
As you guys are having this conversation, Ollie, you hear a familiar voice inside your head. Not like a whisper, but like a message being received internally. You hear, Miss Ilno, the garments have been delivered to Trollskull Manor. Renovations will begin within the next 10 days. For more information soon, please enjoy the opera.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Our house won't be full of rats soon. Oh, and also our clothes are on the way to the
Ooh.
Oh, you got a thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
thought
mean,
you just realized that.
to be fair, think I know him the best.
Right,
He's
yes.
helping.
Yeah.
That's
I
fair.
mean, it just seemed like the most. I recognized his voice, and he doesn't have like the ghost voice thing. So
Okay, but can we go try on a new clothes?
How long do we have until the opera?
Yeah.
It's at 7 bells. That's when it stopped, so we'll need to get that bit early.
You've got maybe 3 or 4 hours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Those clothes aren't easy to put on. We should probably go.
Point of order concerning War Dragon friend. We should inquire about maybe paying Durnan to keep an eye on his leavings, at least on his on when he comes and goes from the bar, so we can know when to be here when he leaves. He seems to be like someone who needs to be followed. I don't know if that message got through.
you know,
Are we still outside the bar? Mm-hmm. I'll send a message to Durnan.
Ask him how much.
Are her eyes glazing over?
Yes.
wait. Do you notice what she's doing?
Yeah, it's the eyes.
Oh, tell Durnan I can pay for the chair first.
Don't muddy the water.
Well, I just mean tell him I'll take care of it. He knows we're together.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Durnan. It's Alma. I ordered the wine. I'm with Cholula. You know Cholula. You like Cholula. We need kind of a favor. That guy at the corner of the bar, his last name is War Dragon. We really need to keep an eye on him. If you could please maybe just when we come in tomorrow, let us know around what time he left. And maybe if he said where he was going. And we can pay you for that. And also Ollie can pay you for the chairs. Thank you.
Ollie said you can come back in and pay for the chair.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh God, you said the O word. It's a turn-in.
Those are the same. 11?
11. A voice returns.
I'll do it this once.
Oh, thank the Lord.
But don't ever contact me like this again.
He said he'd do
Voice
it.
trails off.
That's good.
He like happily agreed.
Yeah.
Is that a lie? Because there was
Interpret that as you will.
that was a hella hesitation in between that. Just you know what? Here, actually, you know what, guys? Give me like 2 seconds. And Ollie runs back in. Hey, quite frankly, it's been high time we take care of this.
Right?
How much do I owe you for the chair? Because like I know the 2 tankards weren't 2 gold. So like
Right, well, after what your friend put on it as well.
Right.
Right, the one with the sad eyes, the older man.
he doesn't have any. Never mind.
2 dragons, 6 shards. Sorry, 2 dragons, 4 shards.
What if we just call it an even 4 dragons for me being late?
I
And-
see. Thanks for the tip.
Okay. Hey, Durnan, I really just want to apologize. It was my fault for getting back to you so late. And Yagra was there, and, she's got the muscles, and it...
Right.
Anywho, well, Durnan, thank you. I appreciate you so much. And Ollie's going to hightail it, like, right back out the door. Like, very swiftly. That did not go as... So very like quick swivel off the chair and right back out the door.
Yeah. You just catch the faint like twitch of a mustache and raise of an eyebrow as you do so. But
Yes.
the man's got his money and your debt is paid.
I think we're good now. He didn't seem mad about getting paid back, so like I think we're in the clear.
Yep.
To the
To
house?
home?
Yeah.
It's Roscoe?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
And then we all link arms and walk down the street and head back to the alley.
I
take up
demand
the whole
we
street.
skip.
People don't have it together, but sure.
Willingly or not, you all link arms. Begin making your way up to the North Ward, back to Troll Skull Alley. When you arrive, the door has already been or rather, you open the door into the tavern area, and you see the garment bags already there for you.
Biggest, fattest garment bags.
On our walk there, I let them know that Volo has set up for us to meet at High Sun tomorrow in the Castle Ward to get the deed signed over.
Oh,
Perfect.
That's great.
Wonderful. So, as you all enter and find your collective garment bags, we'll go around and you guys can describe to us what your formal attire looks like. Is there anybody in particular who would like to start us off?
I think Kitty's been prepping.
I was like,
hers.
you sounded like you had a plan.
Well, sort of. So Cholula is going red and gold, baby. Okay, so she's got sort of that Renaissance style ball gown with the underdress gown sort of being like gold silk, as well as a like sweetheart neckline with a cape that goes kind of low down on the back. And behind that is also gold, and then the overdress has like straight-laced stitching that is like a deep, warm red tone, and it has sort of like gathers of extra fabric on the sides, like kind of Cinderella-ish, like that silhouette, I guess.
Yeah.
And then she has off-the-shoulder sleeves that go all the way down and then tie around a finger that are hiding her arm guards where she puts her smaller knives.
Perfect.
So she has them on her.
Hell yeah.
You're like, I don't know if I want to go first. I haven't really thought about it. The stitching is...
Hell yeah. Silas, do you want to go next?
Yeah, just... Honestly, just a similar jacket, like black with like gold kind of lining, just like on the cuffs and along the inside. And like the black has kind of like a fleur-de-lis kind of like texture to it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just a
probably
jacket.
like nicer pants and an undershirt.
Yeah, very fine clothes.
Yeah, I'm better in character creators, not with my words. I guess.
Hell yeah.
Oh, right. So Ollie sort of is wearing this very like high-necked, sort of like almost like that Catholic father sort of like get up, but it's like cut off at like the top of the sleeve so you could still see the guns, and it has like a very high slits on both sides so you can just sort of like see like
that V?
both sides, so like full legs, you can see all of the legs, and then just sort of like these like very tightly like compressed pants, and then Ollie still has like her like left knee wrapped up, and then just like a nice pair of boots, and then just like this very long gold chain that has sort of the symbol of macabre down at the bottom.
I was hoping you'd say a clock. Long gold chain, clock.
Flavor Flav all the way.
I was gonna say flavor text Flav.
Flavor
The biggest
Flav, but make
sundial
it
anyone's ever
Catholic.
seen.
Father Flav.
Writing down Father Flame.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
Hell yeah. What does Alma's outfit look like?
Alma is wearing her dress has like a high collar, it's kind of like turtlenecked, and then it has like just a blue ribbon kind of around all of the hems. They have long sleeves and then gloves over the like long white opera gloves all the way up the sleeve.
Tight.
She has her key as a necklace as part of that. Like she just takes it off of her belt, makes it a necklace. But it's just a long black dress. It's not very like wide in the skirt part. In fact, it's kind of like slinky for this time period, but she doesn't like to have a lot of stuff on her. It stresses her out. And it's floor length. There is almost no skin available on this woman right now. And then she just puts her hair up in a little bun with a little clip that looks like... it kind of looks like her planchette, but just the outline of it in gold.
Oh, I forgot about hair.
Well, we've got time.
Well, so like 'cause she usually has one of those little.
Yeah.
It's like a thing that goes over like the bun port. It's like kind of like an old school hairnet. to keep her hair from getting in the food, you know.
Yeah.
But she's not going to wear that with her.
Let it down.
Yeah. Well, I think she's going to have like half kind of like pinned up, and like Julia Roberts in the cocktail scene of Pretty Woman.
Okay.
Okay,
Where it's like kind of
easy shorthand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Hell yeah. So
We're all gorgeous.
yeah,
We're
you
all
all,
gorgeous.
Silas, you take about 5 minutes and get dressed.
The rest of us all have to like tighten corsets on
The
people.
rest of you take about 40 minutes to probably as a group activity.
And if you need help up there, we have to be going soon.
I have my foot on Cholula's back and I'm pulling a corset string.
Ollie has all of her hair out, trying to get it into one halo of a braid because there is just so much of it.
Something break.
No, just our spirits.
You just hear combs snap. Someone's trying to get all of her hair.
Hell yeah. So you all get into your formal attire.
It's like we're doing construction upstairs, and then it stops, and we all just float down the stairway.
Everything is fine.
This took no effort at all.
Those cartoon clouds with just like legs and arms coming out.
It's really, I think dress is like the one that you're talking about actually had like a 3-hour dressing time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
With a
Perfect,
team.
That runs right
Yeah.
into 7 bells.
Like as you guys are like gliding down the stairs, one of the steps like cracks a little bit and like gives.
It's okay, we're gonna get that fixed.
Yeah, still a little shoddy in here, but not for long. Unless there's anything that you guys have that you would like to do along the way.
I'm gonna give everybody their tickets.
Thank you.
Yes. A pocket.
Can you hold mine? I don't have any pockets.
Yes, does anyone else need me to hold? Yes.
I'm just gonna hold it.
Ollie slips it to the fucking seam of her pants. No, I got it.
Wonderful. So, you begin making your way to the Sea Ward. As you arrive at the Lightsinger Theater, three-story stone columns frame the large double doors leading into the Lightsinger Theater. Queuing with the other well-dressed patrons at the doors, your tickets are torn by the doorman as you enter, leaving each of you with a ticket stub. You're met by a lavish lobby. A depiction of Celestian, goddess of magic, wonder, and the arts, emblazons the marble floor. Gold and white marble pillars stretch up for 3 stories in the circular open area, leading the eyes up to a magnificent painting on the ceiling of cherubs among clouds and blue sky with a brightly burning sun that actually appears to be the light source for this room. A grand staircase leads you up to your seats in the theater.
Before everything starts, I'm gonna lean over to Silas. Okay, here's an important note for you specifically.
Yes?
These events, usually around intermission and right after, there's a lot of socializing and gathering around a lot of elite people,
Right.
and they might recognize you.
Well, at intermission, we have someone to meet.
That doesn't mean that other people won't see him.
I think we'll need to put our heads down and head to this box.
We can try, yes. If someone could stick nearby and kind of... If I don't seem like I'm getting the conversation, maybe pull me out.
I'll be your shadow.
Okay.
Ollie sort of just like immediately slips back to like right behind you, but off to your right side to sort of like look like security. She sort of like buffs up and squares her shoulders. No, I got you.
Hell yeah. Silas, could I have you make a stealth check with advantage? This is not to, like, hide as much as it is to blend into the crowd.
This is where it goes to ones, huh? It's mathematically impossible what's happened leading up to this point.
You have to have a conversation.
At advantage? Stealth? Well, it's a natural 19 to start.
Foo.
24 to end.
You've been to so many of these.
You all quietly and quickly make your way to your seats, which are all together in the kind of ground floor, about 5 rows back from the stage. Very good seats. And though none of you speak Giant, and as such cannot understand what is being sung by the performers on stage, the play is tantalizing to watch. You see, in the first act, cloaked cultists in draconic masks, stealing the wealth of commoners and nobles alike, building a massive hoard of treasures. There's a solo piece from a hero who has had her family murdered at the hands of the cultists. It starts solemn and dour, but becomes more boisterous and hopeful. She befriends a group of like-minded adventurers who sing a gorgeous vocal quartet accompanied by full orchestration. They come upon the Horde and a group of cultists chanting an eerie hymn around the symbol of a swirl with 5 strands. The heroes burst through the chamber entrance with weapons drawn at the climax of the piece before the lights drop. A 20-minute internet intermission is announced.
Internet intermission.
What would you guys like to do?
Head to private box 6.
Is this full fantasy, or does any of that ring a bell? Or
Make a history check. Anybody who's curious.
I'm curious.
is this fantasy?
Is it that half fantasy?
I don't know nothing about
17. I think this is the first time today that I've rolled over a 10.
13.
It do be that way.
7.
7.
I'm not from here.
Cholula, this rings a bell to you of stories that you heard as a child. You don't even remember where you heard the stories. You know it was before the... Oh my god, I'm blanking on the name. The Enders. It was before the Enders.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't remember who specifically told you this story. But as far as you know, there is a hint of truth to this. It is a kind of a historical recollection of a time when a cult of dragon-worshipping cultists attempted to summon and call forth the evil goddess of dragons to wreak havoc across the land and take her place as on the throne of all of Kavora. But they were stopped by a band of adventurers. Spoilers for the second half. But yeah, you recall that they were stopped by a band of adventurers who not all of them survived, sadly, but they did manage to cut off the ceremony before it could be completed and before this evil dragon goddess known as Tiamat, known from the title of the play, before she could come out and destroy everything.
I mean, that would be such a set piece if you did that live too, like the destroying. It's so hard to rig that up.
There's a lot of money in Waterdeep.
There's a lot of magic in Waterdeep.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Theater productions in a fantastical world would be wild. Anyway.
As you all make your way up to Private Box C.
Oh, why did I write down 6?
I probably said it.
It all happened very fast.
6.
There are 2 guards standing outside the box who quickly look over the 4 of you before pulling the curtain aside. They seem to recognize you and have been waiting.
Okay, I nod and walk in.
All right. As you step in, you see a very well-dressed, high-collared human man with kind of a rough face. He's got kind of like pockmarked scars from what appears to have been some kind of maybe acne scarring as a youth, as well as other scars obtained in different ways. Fully bald, but thick black eyebrows, and wearing a little hat that would be wide brimmed if it were any larger, but that's just kind of slightly tilted on top of his bald head as he looks up.
As I live and breathe. Rennie had told me, but I didn't believe it. Silas fucking Wilford. Why should I say Silas Bramble? Is it true? Well, Rennie had told me. You really don't remember nothing.
He's been trying to piece it together. You must be Mert.
Lovely to meet you. You must be Miss Cholula DeVay.
That I am.
And that would make you Ollie Ilno. And of course, Miss Newport. Lovely to meet all of you.
Cholula kind of like...
Yeah. It's like Ollie from like Silas's back right just sort of like breathes really heavy to remind him that she's still back here and then he's okay.
Yeah, Alma is actually going to kind of slip to the back of this situation.
Please, have a seat. Join. We don't have much time, so I want to get to business as soon as possible. Tell you what, Silas, you take a seat. You take on this mission for me. and I'll tell you everything I know.
Why would I need to be a part of the mission in particular?
Well, I assume that by showing up here and arriving at my private box, you're interested in the job offer that I left your friend Cholula, offering you membership back into the Hoppers on official business.
Right.
Yeah, I see you guys see your pen still, but if we want things to be official, you want to keep doing work for the
Yes, of
Hoppers.
course. Yes, I'm interested. No, kind of like
Wonderful.
breathe easy.
One of the Dreys working in the city is pulled by a talking mare named Maxine. I need you guys to find her, find out if she's learned the identity of any Silver Stake operatives, and if so, determine their whereabouts. She frequents the Castle Wood, so I'd start there. Here, you can fill me in on these when you finish the job.
And he hands you, probably Cholula, who received the first note. He hands you 5 blank paper birds.
Okay. Did you say Maxine the talking mare, like a horse?
Yeah, she's a talking horse.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that
I
right.
just want to make sure I put that in my notes real quick too.
Yeah, she moves from cart to cart, so you're gonna have to do some investigating to find out where she is.
Is
But
that a description of Maxine?
yeah, she's brown. She's got a diamond-shaped white marking on her forehead.
Right. Okay.
A blaze.
Right, yeah. Beautiful horse.
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah. And we're supposed to ask for if she's figured out identity of Silver Stake members.
Yeah, any Silver Stake operatives, she knows their whereabouts. You find out that, and you give that information to me. Sound good?
Yeah.
Savvy.
How soon does this mission need to be completed?
Let's say we'll give it 5 days.
5 days.
Yeah. Does that sound doable to you guys?
Sounds doable to me.
Sounds good. Yes.
Wonderful. Well, enjoy the rest of the play. This one's pretty good.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you
And
so
you
much.
as well.
And he tips his little tiny hat. And his guards kind of step in and pull the curtain aside for you guys to exit.
Okay. We had, do y'all want to finish out the opera?
I think it's probably smartest for us to leave.
We did spend 3 hours getting dressed, but if I do know how this one ends.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not because I'm fancy going to the opera. I remember somebody telling me this. It's based on a true story, actually.
Oh, they rarely are.
We could stay to the end, unless we have more pressing matters.
Sure, you doing all right?
Yes, I didn't know if I was in over my head or not.
There's a little bit abrasive in there, huh?
Yes.
Well, let's just go finish the play.
Yeah,
Might be nice.
I think it could be a great time.
All right. As you all return to your seats.
How far are we from?
So the private box is a full story above the ground seats and is kind of arced around just to stage left, looking down over the stage.
Would it be within 120 feet?
From your seats in the 5th row, yeah.
Can I send a message to that guy?
Yeah.
Merch?
Yeah, before things resume.
I'm gonna ask him what he knows about Silas Wilford Bramble. You can respond to this message.
Can I have everyone except for Alma leave the room, please?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone else stay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh. Are you really leaving?
Taylor, freely, do you mind swapping to the character cards for her?
Yes, I could.
Oh my god.
Wow. You get private conversations. I'm so jealous.
I thought he was just gonna be like, fuck off, that's what I know.
You guys want liquids or anything over?
I wouldn't mind another beer.
Definitely thought he was going to say roll for initiative.
This guy shoots me from the balcony. How dare you?
Crossbow bolts. The voice of one of your spirits returns.
I know a lot about Silas. Just like I do about you, miss.
Newport. If that is your real name.
What do you plan on telling him?
Well, I guess that depends on you, doesn't it? What would you like him to know? I don't know where he went. Or when he got back. But I know everything leading up to it.
Do you know why he was in our home in the first place?
I do. You finish this job, and that could be a little secret between us as well.
Tell him whatever you want.
So let me ask, are you trying to be intimidating, or is it more of like are you trying to persuade him that you don't care? Or are you lying?
I'm trying to lie that I don't care.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to me what you tell him.
Okay, make a perception or a deception check.
I'm so hot and sweaty. 16 deception.
16.
All right. It'll be a fun little conversation. I hope to keep things amicable between us. I look forward to seeing you soon.
I'm gonna go get them.
Yeah. The plot thickens.
It's too thick.
It's so thick. 2 C's.
Thick.
Oh, man. Let me just check real quick and make sure that we have not been muted for my use of the opera. Because that would be sad. Let me know in chat if you can. Oh my god! If you can hear me talking right now. I would love just confirmation from anybody.
You just heard that, though, right?
That was me talking through the phone. I know we've got... Oh, right, yeah, I guess that proves it. Never mind. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Butterfly42005.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
We're without audio monitoring right now.
Yeah, we don't have anybody to be like, hey, they can't hear you.
Yeah. So if at any time it cuts out, just all caps audio.
Yeah.
I have Kitty watching. I'm gonna go back to base.
Yes.
Or just these two. So how was it? What did you say? What are all the words you said?
It was great. They had a nice little conversation.
Oh, that's cool.
About, cool stuff. Mm-hmm. Honestly, you guys probably could have stayed in here. I think everybody was playing it a little coy on all sides, so it was like,
But I could still derive things. I told Miranda out there, I was like, this is a VOD I can't watch. Here's the one I can't do.
I'll, whenever I go through and I'm doing, like, clips and stuff, I'll find the timestamp, and I'll just be like, make sure you skip this chunk of time to this.
Because I got to make clips for last episode on Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
How's everybody doing out there?
How y'all doing?
We got to vamp a bit while the bathrooms are being used.
Well, I mean, I guess we can just...
Somebody likes Cholula's accent.
Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll finish out the opera before we go to our final break. And, this is a great opportunity to let everybody know to keep entering the word opera in the chat if you have not yet. Entering it more than once doesn't up your chances of winning the giveaways or anything, but that first giveaway, once again, is going to be these beautiful, gorgeous 32 set of clear, flat plastic miniatures from Arknight.
That scorpion?
Yeah, there's a giant scorpion. There's revenant dudes. There's this what is the dude's name again? Zard?
Voldo.
Voldo. Yeah. There's a skinless Voldo with an axe. If that is something that you're into. It's a ton of zombies and stuff that are always handy.
To include Voldo into a D&D situation would be, you see this man gyrating through the room.
Holding 2 weird, loopy knives.
with every hip thrust, there is a new knife that shows itself.
Yeah. When you approach his chair, he actually slides out over the back, his legs in the air.
Then he crawls at you real fast. That's my favorite. I did anytime I had to pick him when I was trying to get 100% in Soul Calibur back in the day.
Soul Calibur, that's
The soul still burns. I love that move where you like uppercut someone and spin them on your little forky things.
Oh, like a basketball?
And then you throw them up in the air.
So,
And then you hump them.
as the lights go down once again and the play resumes, Alma's eyes kind of lightly glazed over for a moment until it returns. The play picks back up after intermission with a harrowing battle between the adventurers and the cultists. Droves of cult members try to hold the heroes back as the others continue the ritual. Fantastic and frightening illusions are used to depict a portal slowly opening, crackling with silver and blue light to show the horrific countenance of a gargantuan dragon with 5 heads, red, green, black, white, and blue, respectively. Thankfully, our heroes break through, stopping the ritual before it is complete. They defeat the cultists and return the riches to the people, solidifying their names as heroes across all of Kavora. The curtain closes, the actors take a bow, and the audience begins being ushered out of the theater, as you do as well.
So didn't include the death?
Some of the heroes did fall in the battle.
Okay, I was just gonna be like, actually, it was real story.
I read the comics.
Wonderful. And that's where we're going to take our break. Before we do, however, our first giveaway, once again, in order to enter for your chance to win one of these 5 sets that we're giving away of these 32-piece...
What a 5.
Yeah, Deadlands Hordes flat plastic miniatures.
Oh, hello, stream director Taylor.
Enter the word opera in the chat. That's opera, O-P-E-R-A, here in the Arcanarama chat. If you're watching on the Arc Night host, you need to hop over to twitch.tv/Arcanarama and enter the word opera so that your vote will be counted and you'll be entered in the giveaway. Entering more than once doesn't give you a better chance of winning, so there's no need to do so. We're going to take a quick 15-minute intermission of our own, and we'll announce the first round of winners when we get back, so don't go away. We'll see all of you in 15 minutes.
Winner, dinner.
Stretch.
Like this? This is what I'm supposed to do?
Stretch it.
We're stretching.
Oh, like this.
Yes.
We'll be right back, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Hello, and welcome back. We have some giveaways to announce. So, before we announce the giveaways, this is your last chance to enter the word opera in the chat. O-P-E-R-A. To enter for your chance to win the flat plastic miniatures from Arc Night, a 32-piece set of Deadlands Horde. So, enter that now, or forever not win the thing.
Until next week.
Until the end of the stream, if you're holding out for the dice giveaway, which we will announce at the end. I'm going to take a sip, and when I'm done taking a sip, we're going to announce the winners.
Also, just a heads up, if you hear any weird rumbling, that's the thunder coming. That
might be a car.
That might be a car.
That could be a car. It's hard to say. There's lightning in the distance.
All right, do we have our winners?
Winners.
Winner number 1 of, again, this beautiful set of flat plastic miniatures for D&D or Deadlands or whatever you want to use them for is Butterfly 425, 4205, Butterfly 4205.
Oh, numbers are hard.
Congratulations, our second winner, E-Firm. Welcome back, E-Firm. Man, you're getting a whole little army of things to
He's doing
use.
his own menagerie.
Yeah. Also, we've got. You skipped one.
I'll channel it at the end. But
Okay, yeah, we can do it. 11-day-old kobold. Also,
Yeah.
followed by a dark phoenix born.
Whoa.
And the final winner of the flat clear plastic miniatures is Red Nebula Pictures. Thank you so much for tuning in, Red Nebula. That's awesome. congratulations to all of you. We will hit you up in the Twitch Whispers, I think is what it's called, on the back end of Twitch to get your information.
We may do that after the stream, considering Taylor has to get back in this seat right here.
Yes, so over the next couple days, keep an eye on that so that we can get your information from you and get all of those miniatures sent where they need to go. And stick around and keep entering the word opera in the chat, OPERA, for your chance to win this beautiful full set of Fantasy Forge RPG dice.
Wow.
They're beautiful, they're named after Ollie Elno, and designed after. And we'll be giving those away at the end of the stream.
We'll have a matching set.
Yeah.
Ooh. We'll be Dice Sisters.
Dice Sisters.
So, whenever our fill-in best boy, when the second best boy gets back to his seat, ready to go.
I'll live it up.
Don't forget to switch your keyboards as well.
Yes, I'm going to switch the keyboard once I do this thing, and then I'm going to switch the keyboard.
Robbie, we miss you.
Taylor's doing so fine.
You look like you're having a really hard
I'm
time.
having a great time.
He's getting to play D&D with his friends. He's having the best
It is rare that D&D involves like exercise, but you're getting it today.
So many steps.
You know my steps.
You're getting snacks.
They're so good. I didn't know there were peanut butter ones in there. Gang, gang.
What? Now that I'm back. Hello.
We'll hop right back in.
Welcome back, bud.
Welcome back, Arcanarama. We love you. We're sorry. So we'll hop right back in. As you all are escorted out of the theater, you find yourselves back on the streets of Waterdeep in your formal wear. What's the plan for the evening? At this point, the sun has set, and the various candles and lamps light the streets of Waterdeep.
I have a question. Is Waterdeep the type of place where, like, when you dress up nice for, like, a thing, you go to your regular bar to be like, we did a thing and we're fancy? Or is it a place where you wear your formal wear and you're, like, more likely to get robbed if you go to your regular place?
I mean, based on Castle Lantern.
Yeah, I mean, you can make your own informed decision. I would say both are probably possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
And based on your interactions at the Skewered Dragon, regulars at those bars tend to not take too kindly to it.
Mm-hmm.
To the quote-unquote wealthy rubbing their noses in it.
Yeah.
But it's up to you. You guys can do whatever you want.
I guess we could go change into our other new clothes and head back to the portal if you want to keep eyes on.
Yeah, we could see when he leaves the bar, if that's something that you'd like to do.
Or catch any updates from Durnan.
What was his name?
Shoulders
War
are a bit
Murder.
Naloon War Dragon.
War Dragon. That's close.
I think it could be good to keep our eyes on him, see if he's left. Durnan might know where he went.
Or we could look for a talking horse, you know.
That's always fun.
I think that
Looking for talking horses at all?
I do think we should maybe change, though.
yeah, none of you have armor on right now.
No.
No. I don't need it, but
Okay. But I desire to be a little bit safer, so I'm going to go
I'm
switch
not
into
speaking
my
for
normal
everyone, I'm
clothes.
just saying.
But-
If something were to go down, put me in front. I'm fine.
And me as far away as possible.
That's fair.
One twirl.
You want to twirl
One
right
twirl.
now?
Like I said,
You're
like I
free
said,
to join me.
Yeah, I mean, do you need space or something?
Probably. Look at this.
Yeah, right, yeah. So just kind of back up a bit.
Your
She's in
melee
the dress
range is
spot.
currently 20 feet.
Yeah. And Cholula does a twirl.
I think
Hell
we
yeah.
have an area of effect for that.
I'll do a little
Oddly
twirl.
enough, it's a rectangle. Go ahead and make a performance check. If
Oh,
you
okay.
wish to twirl.
I wish to twirl.
I
Pretty low
desire
DC
to
for a
twirl.
successful twirl, but we'll see how fancy
God
it gets.
damn it.
Always good to hear before a twirl.
That's an 8.
8? Okay.
It's a 12 to twirl?
12.
I'll twirl.
So 15.
15.
Performance?
Uh-huh.
It's an 8.
8? Yeah, the DC was 5. You all successfully twirl. No one's particularly fancy about it or like overly elaborate, but you all do a twirl at the same time, and
Can I actually?
coattails and dresses poof out alike.
Can I make a little? Can I do a prestidigitation to just make like little swirls of glitter around us as we twirl?
Absolutely.
Yes, I do that.
Yeah.
That's just too much.
Some of the other
This is for the fan art.
some of the other
You?
people of the city exiting the opera behind you as well kind of take notice and are all just kind of like,
Wait, do we all have something gold on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got gold.
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
Again.
Does Alma have any gold? I thought you were just black and white.
She has a little gold hairpin.
Oh, right, yeah. Lovely.
Nice. Okay.
We've done it.
Now, now we can go change.
Wonderful.
Away.
You all make your way
Seems
back
worth
to the North Ward, to Troll Skull Manor, to change, which probably takes you another like 30 minutes. Not quite as intense as the dressing up portion, but still a lot of laces to undo and buckles and things of that nature. Silas, you're done in about 5 minutes, and the rest of you finish up and are back in your common clothes or armor, depending on what you would like to wear. Probably armor for most of you that have it.
What? Okay, the opera started at 7. What time is it?
The opera was about 2 hours, and
Intermissions.
yeah, walking time back to the Troll Skull Manor on top of changing time. It's probably 11.
Okay. So, what's the plan?
To the Yawning Portal.
Yeah, the Yawning Portal. I think finding a draft horse would be more during the daytime, I think.
I suppose.
But yeah, we could go to the portal, kind of set up cautiously and ask Dernan if he's there or if he's left.
All right. You guys begin making your way back to the Yawning Portal once again. Entering, it is much more bustling now. In the late evening hours, a lot of boisterous adventurers singing loud songs at each other. There's the bard is there once again with his 3-stringed lute, playing a lovely tune as you all enter. Volo is passed out in his chair. And you don't notice Maloon where he was when you left. Or when you last were here.
I'll approach the bar and I'll hand over in like a closed fist to Dernan 5 gold dragons.
You're Alma. Right. I'd appreciate you not doing that again.
Sorry, we're tailing someone, and if I
Right,
walked back
Malone.
in after walking back out, it kind of would have looked weird. So I thought, this sucks. People really hate it because it makes the spine tingle a little bit. But I really just
It
needed
does.
to. I'm so sorry.
Well, you
If
just
it
missed
helps,
him.
I think the person who was talking to you is like from here.
It doesn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't
No,
help. You don't have
that's
to mention
worse.
where they're from.
That's worse.
It makes it worse. Then there's like a backstory.
I prefer some anonymity.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know their name.
you just missed Maloon.
Do you know where?
He went upstairs to his room about maybe 45 minutes back. Probably turning in for the night.
Is this his normal schedule? Coming down, drinking, going back? Or does he
He
leave
wakes
the
up,
bar?
he comes down, he does leave occasionally. He meets adventurers, chats them up. Sometimes he'll take on jobs with them throughout the town. And then he comes back, drinks some more, goes up to his room.
Does he seem strange at all to you?
Not any stranger than anyone else.
Right.
He kind of looks judgingly at the 4 of you.
Okay. Point taken. But I've noticed earlier, and you might have as well, he tends to chat people up and then goes cold again, as though waiting for something, or...
Aye, I don't blame him. Chatting with strangers is a fucking hassle.
Right, yes, it seems... Maybe I'm reading too much into it, or just,
At least he's nice enough to put on a show. You know, he pretends he's interested.
Yes, that's fine.
Dernan, What do you know about Force Grey?
I know that the Black Staff is in charge. She gives them their jobs, sends them out on high-paying missions for whoever's got the most money to throw at them at that time and needs something done. Mercenaries.
Does it seem strange to you that somebody would just walk away from Force Grey?
I'm sure to some, it would be. Putting in that much effort, that much time into building up your strength, building up your reputation to make it into a force such as that. But me personally, I'll get it.
I'll take a scotch while we're here.
Wonderful. Pours the scotch, hands it to you. I'll be one nip.
Okay.
You get leaving.
Aye. You get old. You get tired.
Right,
But
yes.
this is a young man, right? I'm asking as me.
He appears to be, yeah.
Well, we'll be, I'm not sure if Alma's payment was enough, but we'll be checking in on him throughout.
Right. You bring that amount, that sum, each time. I'll tell you whatever
Each
whatever
time?
you want to know. Aye?
Yes.
Information's
okay.
not cheap.
It's fair.
Okay, yes.
You should know that from your little pen there.
He motions towards your lapel.
You might want to cover
Don't
that
worry,
up
I'm
more.
not going to drop you a cover.
It's, yes. Just, I guess let's know if anything changes in his schedule outside of meeting with adventurers and going to his room.
Right?
As you're talking, a bell that's fashioned up, kind of off to the side of the bar top begins ringing very loudly, and Durnan turns his head. One moment, please. He steps over to the side, and there's this drawer that he opens, and as he opens it, this kind of funnel-shaped, like a twisted cone, kind of twists out and up towards his face as he reaches in. It's one gold dragon. And you hear a voice come through from the other side that just says, "Oh, okay." And there's a pause, and then you hear a little ring, and then kind of out from a little tube inside of this drawer, a gold dragon falls in. He picks it up, checks it, puts it in the tip jar, closes the drawer. One moment, please. He walks over to the portal itself and begins untying a rope and slowly lowering the lift down into the entrance. If you guys...
Who's on the lift?
So first he lowers it because it is stationed upwards. And as you guys are probably all aware, being water Davians for some amount of time at this point, you know that in order to delve into the dungeonous Undermountain that the Yawning Portal is kind of the entrance to, Durnan charges a gold piece for entry and a gold piece for exit. If you can't pay the toll to get out, fucking sucks to be you. But this person appears to have had the payment. He lowers the lift down, waits a moment until he can feel vibrations, and then by himself begins pulling it up with seemingly no issue. And as it rises, you see a young half-elven woman with... Oh, no, sorry, not a half-elf. You see a young woman with kind of greenish... a greenish complexion to her skin, muddy brown hair that's matted and a little tangled, wearing simple clothing, looks handmade, that has tatters and cuts. She is bruised and cut and bloody and has no weapons on her to speak of. You guys can all make an insight check if you'd like, as it gets pulled up, and you hear a cheer erupt from the tavern goers as someone has returned from Undermountain for the first time in quite some time.
19.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
You
13.
said insight, right?
Yes.
24.
24. Who rolled above a 20? 24?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Silas and Ollie. First off, you're both aware that this is a... Silas, you're surprised that you have this information, but you remember, like, yeah, people like this are swamp genasies. Typically from, if she's from Winfell, hailing from the Manglewood Swamp, kind of across on the other side of the Gulf of Windfell from Waterdeep. You are also both fully aware that this woman looks like she has been robbed. It seems like that single gold piece was probably her last possession outside of the clothes on her back. And she looks beaten and bloodied as she is pulled back up, kind of holding a shoulder that appears broken, or at least dislocated. And Durnan pulls the lift over to the side and puts out a hand and helps her down, pats her on the back. He's like, "Good job making it back." And then he turns around and goes back behind the bar. And she kind of like sniffles for a second, looking around, before walking over to an empty table and just kind of sitting down by herself. Durnan walks back. "Any other drinks for the rest of you?"
Yeah, Durnan, can I get 2 ales, actually, really quick?
Hey, thanks for paying your tab. There'll be 4 nibs.
Oh my god. Normal pricing. And then Ollie very quickly grabs both and then runs over to the table with the swamp ganassi.
Okay. The 3 of you see this happening.
Yeah, I mean, she's fine.
Do you all join or do you stay?
I'll join.
I'm gonna watch from a distance.
Same.
Okay.
Hey, I know you just got out, and quite frankly, how about I do this first? And Ollie sort of just like puts a gentle hand on the shoulder.
She kind of like shudders for a second at your hand coming forth, but she
No, I promise.
eventually allows it.
I'm nice. And I go ahead and do healing hands, which is 4 hit points back.
Okay.
Yeah, because I did 2, because I'm level 2 now.
You see the swollen eye recedes. A lot of the cuts that are smaller kind of close up. You notice, make a medicine check as you're doing this.
16.
16. You see some deep gashes that probably came from something like either a greatsword or an axe, something big, that close up. Some of them things that probably wouldn't have closed up otherwise, or wouldn't have healed properly if not treated. And you see a scared little girl with a lot of dried blood on like the back of her neck.
Wait, little girl? Like child?
No, like just a young woman.
Oh, okay. I was like, you can't have this ale. I put the cup down in front of her and I'm just, I know that this is a lot. You just got out, but you're not going to believe this. I've been waiting so long for someone to get out of there. Can I just ask you a question? Down there, did you see some creatures, real dark, real weird, real, God, they just look super spooky. I mean, I'm just trying to help out someone I once cared about, and Ollie just sort of like instinctually puts her hands on the table so like she could see her ring and just sort of like twists it.
Mm-hmm. Her vision goes to like 1,000-yard stare as she kind of drifts down away from you.
I've seen monsters, all right. I've seen things with tentacles, things with hundreds, thousands of teeth. But that ain't the scariest thing I've seen down there.
Well, what is it?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Just asking. Can't just like bring it up and then not explain. Mother, that's 8.
Son of a bitch!
She is unresponsive. Just wide eyes. She's clearly seen some shit. She's been through it.
Ollie sort of like reaches down into her pouch and is like, I can kind of tell you were robbed, cuts and scrapes and all. I know it doesn't do much, but 2 gold could help if you're willing to talk.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Yeah.
She takes another deep drink from the tankard.
That I brought her.
That is mad cocked.
Madcock.
Girl,
Okay.
there's no...
Okay, I was just double
You're
checking.
dropping it from like 2 inches though.
Okay. That is a 22.
That's cocked.
22.
That one's not.
Are you holding out the coins, or did you like place them in front of her?
I'm just gonna sort of put them on the table and push forward.
She looks at them, and then back at you, and quickly swipes them up.
It was a man.
I
He
mean,
seemed kind, strong. We told him we was going down there. We got a contract to retrieve some hidden treasure of some kind. It's supposed to be just simple. You go down to the second level, you get the loot from the chest, bring it back. Past party, something they lost. He said he was experienced. He'd take us down. He waited till we was sleeping. I didn't even wake up till I heard the others screaming. And he just brought that axe down again and again. All I could do was play dead.
Can we hear all this?
Make perception checks, two of you that didn't come over.
this man you went down with, by chance, do you remember what he looks like?
I'll never forget. Handsome. Real pretty smile, straight teeth. Blonde hair.
Fuck.
He wore a brown vest over a white shirt. Tan trousers, nice boots. And he had this real big axe.
17.
20?
17.
17. 11. Alma, you can hear a little bit of what's being said here.
Can I tell from this description if this sounds like War Dragon?
You can make an insight check. And Alma, you can make one as well. And Cholula, since you're present.
Finally, Jesus.
I know. That's okay. I can't. Maybe Cholula can.
19.
19?
6.
22.
22. Yeah. Alma and Cholula, based on what you saw with your own two eyes, that's as good a description as you could probably give somebody of Maloon War Dragon.
I'm gonna lean over to Durnan. I'm gonna put 10 gold pieces in front of him.
He scoops it up.
Do you have a spare key to War Dragon's room? It's
What?
fine.
Okay. Could use a drink.
Put 2 more on the table.
I put 2 more on the table.
I got a spare.
I'm gonna need you to ignore anything you hear from his room.
Alright.
It won't take us long.
He's gonna do that anyway.
Pops a key off a ring and hands it to you.
I'll need this key back when you're done.
Absolutely.
Take it tight.
What are we doing here? I'm sorry.
Hey, Cholula, Ollie. Do
Durnan
you want to
goes
go
down
visit
to
a
the opposite
friend?
end of the bar because he wants nothing to do with this.
We're just gonna go see a friend.
What friend?
Friend, she just got the key to War Dragon's room.
Wait.
Good.
Do you think that the
You say
guy...
War Dragon, and the girl stands, and like the chair kind of clatters behind her.
Yeah, I think
Don't
we
worry.
just confirmed.
I think we're gonna help take care of this problem for you. We need to let someone else know what we know. We have a place, if y'all don't mind, that if you'd like, you can stay there. You can be safe.
Do you know Trill Skull Manor?
I know that Hallie. We
Yeah.
bought equipment there before we left from Steam and Steel.
We could take you there. I think we need to let someone know what we know.
Right. I don't think we are meant to act.
We are not meant to act.
Well, the circumstances weren't clear then. I have the key now.
Yeah, and we'll have it still.
When we come back. Ollie sort of like gently slides off the table and checks the chair that was pushed on the ground.
There it is.
Make sure it is not damaged in any way, shape, or form. That's a 19. Please tell me that chair is
19?
okay.
Yeah, the chair is fine. It just kind of clattered behind her. She stood up so fast that it kind of turned on its axis and fell to the side.
Okay.
But it's still in one piece.
Ollie sort of looks over at Dernan before putting the chair back
Yeah, he's got
upright.
one eyebrow really highly raised.
It's good. All perfect chairs.
Pats the gold in his pocket.
Do we
Goes
have
back to his
any
business.
contacting the Force Grey lady?
She didn't give you a way of contacting her other than just returning.
I think we ought to take. What was your name?
Ms. Greentide.
Miss.
Ms. M-I-C. Ms.
Miss.
Ms. It's a bit confusing, you know.
I'm sorry.
My
She's a
accent,
Ms.
I get that a lot.
Don't apologize.
No, that's fine.
We can take Miss back to the manor, get her set up safe, and then some or all of us can go and report what we know. Remember when we talked about reckless killing?
But what if he leaves?
Remember when we talked about reckless killing?
Yeah, that was of innocent people, not people who take people into a hole and kill them for
I don't
money.
think he has any reason to just leave if he's been doing this every day.
It seems like something he's done more than once.
Plus, Dernan's being paid to watch him. He'll know if he leaves or goes anywhere. So
You're saying report. Did we not just receive birds? From Mert?
that's for something else.
But we all have one, right?
He give you 5.
I suppose
one
we
of us
can.
has to.
We could use one.
We could use one. We can go back.
We can just
if
keep
we need more.
staking out for now.
Okay. I'm gonna write a letter to Vajra, right?
Yeah, Vajra Safar.
What do you write?
I write.
It should be something about
Vajra-
the severity of his actions. Yes.
We've found that Maloon War Dragon has been murdering and stealing from those underneath the Yawning Portal. We've got an eyewitness, a survivor. So we felt it necessary to contact you now rather than in a 10-day. Your dearest, Chalila Duvet.
Wonderful. And as you finish writing, knowing who the letter is intended for, you hold it up and it folds itself into the little paper crane and begins flying towards an open window of the portal.
Tight.
You said y'all got a place to stay.
Yes, we
Yeah,
should
we
can-
have
let's-
some form of escort because
We can bring her to Troll Skull and then come right back.
Do we want to leave someone here just in case? Because I don't mind walking her home. I could just set her up in my room. It has all the...
we could.
Well, we were told not to take action, not to.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
why we're
Well, but
letting
while
them
we're
know.
waiting for
Just
the
to
note.
watch him.
We do have
Yeah.
the key now, and it was not cheap.
Well, let's go and see if maybe we get a message back with orders to do something. And if we
Yeah.
don't soon, then we can take. I mean, if she doesn't respond,
I'm gonna stand up and go over to Volo.
Okay.
sleep.
He's
Wake
passed
him
out.
up.
Yeah,
Splash some cold water
Mr.
on that
Godon.
boy.
Volo. Shit. Is there anything on the table that is?
Yeah, there's a
listed as-
half-eaten bowl of soup right in front of him.
Yeah,
Just throw that on his face. You fell in your soup. Yes.
Silas!
Yes. Could you be awake for the next maybe hour? And do you have any way of letting us know if something is happening if we're far away?
I could send you a paper bird.
That'll suffice. Could you let us know if Mr. Maloon War Dragon comes down from his room at all?
Of course.
We are going to go to the manor and come straight back, but we need to know if he comes down from his room. Yes?
Right.
Awake?
Yes.
A drink? A water?
Coffee, perhaps.
Coffee. I'll go back over to the table. Volo's going to send us a bird if Maloon comes down from his room. He needs coffee.
I'll get coffee. Darren, can I get a coffee for Volo, please?
Of course. 2 nibs.
That accent is so convincing.
Yeah, he hands you a fresh, steaming coffee.
I give him 3 nibs, 1 for him.
Thank you kindly.
You take the coffee over to Volo.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. I will let you know if the War Dragon re-enters the tavern.
And try to be inconspicuous about it if you can.
Of course. I am nothing if not a man who blends into his environment.
Right, we should probably we should go.
Yeah,
We should
let's
hurry.
go. Yes, thank you again. And
Miss,
sorry for the soup.
Of course. Nice to meet you, ma'am.
He motions at Miz, who's like shaken and just like very scared animal look, who just kind of like nods and follows you guys.
As we're heading out, I'm going to hand that key over to Cholula.
okay.
If this is something that we need to sneak our way into, I trust you to do that more than me.
Does it say what room? it's
Yes,
in
it is
on the
labeled.
key. Tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn. Damn. Should we get food for Ms.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure we've got something.
Right, yes, we have a bit of rations there.
So
Yeah, you guys make your way back to the North Ward, to Troll Skull Tavern.
As we're walking, how does this person seem? Like, is she starting to maybe become a little less tense?
No.
Okay.
She's got a little bit of a limp. She's very suspicious of all of you.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, she gets a little bit more nervous as you go. But the healing that she received from Ollie seems to be convincing her at the moment that she's not just walking into a worse situation than she was.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kind of come up alongside her. Is she about my age?
Like
early 20s-ish?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Alma.
Yes.
It's nice to meet you. I'm sorry about the circumstances. It sounds like some really scary stuff happened.
Yeah.
You know, there's something that I like to do when I'm scared, and it's kind of ridiculous, and not everybody can do it. But I could let you borrow it for a minute if it might help.
Sure.
And I will kind of show her to, like, hold her hands like this.
She does
And
so.
I will prestidigitate just a tiny little glowing, like, teddy bear kind of thing into her hands. I just, you know, when there's scary, crazy stuff happening around me, I just make him appear and I just stare at it until it fades away, and by the time it's gone, I feel a little better.
Does he have a name?
I like to call him Alfred.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you see she relaxes a little bit, looking down at this tangible illusion that you've created for her. And you guys make your way back to Trust Skull Manor.
Mm-hmm. We're having sandwiches.
Perfect. As you enter with some of the rations that you've purchased throughout the week, you make some sandwiches for everybody.
I'm sorry about the state of the place.
It's lovely.
We're working on it.
This is really nice.
And she just like scarfs down
Yeah.
the sandwich, clearly very hungry.
Yes.
Poor baby.
You have family or anything in...
Not here now. Back in Manglewood.
Right.
I met up with my group on the road. And we was gonna be adventurers. Thought we'd tackle the Undermountain. It didn't go like I thought it would.
Maybe Sorry.
No.
Maybe we could, once we deal with this, we could have somebody help you get back home.
I'd like that.
Well, we do have an extra room. I'm sure we can throw something together for you to sleep on.
Just avoid the rooms that have bed rolls on the floor.
I'm used to the floor. I can stay down here. If that's all right.
Actually, let me show you something. And Ollie sort of just like sweeps her up in her arm and takes her upstairs to her room. So I have all of these little bottles of lotions and potions, and nothing is better after like a really hard time than like just taking a bath. So like, what if I just run you a little bath and I'll put in some of my little fancy stuff and we'll see if it calms you down a little. I'm pretty good at helping,
Make a persuasion check.
Why did I grab 2? No.
Oh no.
No.
But what about the lotions and potions?
Did you see the lotions and potions first?
Upon seeing the lotions and potions, I will give that advantage, yes.
Oy.
They're good. They're
He's gonna be
lavender
so
scented.
mean to you in a fight. Get out of town.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's a fa.
Ooh, a natural 20.
For the new viewers, the Fantasy Forge dice have 2 Fs for the 20, so it's not just
Fa.
it's not a small happy stroke.
Are you sure?
Leading her
I
up,
got it.
she's hesitant at first, approaching the door to the room. But as you push the door open, and she sees this assortment of various lotions and potions, you see her eyes kind of light up a little bit, and she accepts. You draw a bath, and she enters.
Is she running a bath?
You hear Ollie start humming again. It's not her bath, but it's like a ritual.
And you can see, like, the moment that she enters, the water kind of goes muddy, which seems like it comes probably less from the fact that she is incredibly dirty and more from the fact that she's like half earth genasi, half water genasi.
Yeah. He's like,
But-
you said swamp genasi. I assumed that this is...
But she also seems right at home as she just kind of like sinks in with the various lotions and potions to go along with the bath.
You're welcome to use whatever you like. And then I just sort of like leave a towel on the vanity and then
Light a candle.
And then I just slide my little slippers out of my bag and it's like, you can use my bedroll when you get out. Just let us know that you're okay. My room is your room. You stay for as long as you need.
And as you back out, you throw rose petals.
Just
Close the door.
Just for you. Anything for you.
There's a harpist in the corner.
Don't mind him. He doesn't look.
As you back out with your passive perception, you do hear, like, you close the door and wait for a second, and there's like a brief pause, and then you just hear sobbing.
Oh!
Quiet, stifled sobs.
I don't feel bad at all for doing this for her then. I'll just walk back downstairs with everyone else. She's real shaken up and she's real sad, but
She ain't gonna steal nothing while we're gone, is she?
What do we have? Nothing.
I mean,
Well,
steal my bedroll.
Jesus Christ.
Cholula,
She
you hear a
steals my
voice
slippers.
in your mind that speaks. Do not engage. Leave War Dragon to Force Grey. I will handle this situation. And that's all.
I just got a message from Vajra saying not to engage, and I think she wants us to leave it to her. It seems personal.
Well,
So,
There's no point in not being able to oversee, right?
well, I don't...
she said not
No,
to
about
engage, not that we couldn't come and watch.
Right, but what are the chances of us not engaging if we're present when
Pretty
something
low,
happens?
but seeing her, fuck that guy.
I'd
I'm-
really.
I'm
like
going to go have a
engage.
drink at the Yawning Portal that someone else will probably have to pay for.
Well, somebody has to pay for it,
Yeah,
so
so
I
that's-
have to go.
I have no money, and she's a sorcerer. We can't just let her walk.
Yeah,
I have the Healy hands.
She's so weak. And you have the key. You might be able to give that to Force Grey. Who knows?
They might need the key.
They might need the key, wouldn't they?
After another couple of minutes,
Do we all need to
you
roll
receive
for
another message, same voice, that says, "Good work. I'll have your payment on the morrow, delivered to your manor. If you seek more work, find me at the Blackstaff Tower."
Okay, hold up. Okay. Vaja said she's gonna send us payment here tomorrow. And that if we want more work to meet her at the Blacks.
Are you just saying that
No.
because you don't want to go?
If she's responding to you, you can talk back.
Oh, I can't?
Yes. Tell her you have the key if she
Tell
needs
her
it.
you'd like to engage.
Or not.
I have the key to his room at the portal. We can meet you there and give you the key.
Is she speaking aloud?
That's up to her.
Oh.
I don't think... Does Cholula know that she doesn't have to say it out loud?
Probably not.
Okay, so I'm speaking aloud.
Tell her the key has to go back to Dernan. He was adamant.
And the key has to go back to Dernan.
Sorry, that was like 2 sentences of meta I couldn't buy.
There's another brief response. War Dragon is incredibly dangerous. I'd hate to lose promising young recruits such as yourselves. I highly recommend you do not engage.
Okay, but do you want the key or...
There's no response.
So we gonna go.
I mean, she
find
basically said that he's real dangerous. She doesn't want to lose promising something about she wants us to do more work for her and thinks we're doing a good job and really doesn't want us to engage. And I feel like if we go, we will engage because that's who we are, apparently.
Well,
But look what he did.
I know. And there's someone else who, it seems like he did something else to them and they would like the honor of taking care of it.
That seems about right.
What if we engage together?
We could just return the key and listen to some fighting. We do have to return the key.
We do have to return the key.
and it might be nice to tell Volo that he doesn't have to not drink for.
Well, maybe not.
I don't know if that'll work, but we also need to earn money, and the first job that we complete for someone who actually has money, no offense to Volo, I love this tavern, but if we just immediately start going back on what we were told.
Agreed. We should not engage. We should return the key. And I want to see this fucker taken down.
Deal.
I will not engage.
We turn the key.
I'm going to hold on to the key until
That's fair.
until then.
That's fair. Yes.
Right back. Should someone stay with her? Is she okay? Are we all going back?
I don't think she'll leave, but we should maybe let her know that we'll be back later.
Okay. Ollie will just run back up, knock on the door, not walk in, and just,
Hello, sweetie. We're gonna go right back to the Yawning Portal. Like I said, whatever is in the house, you're welcome to. Just don't take anything, you can use it, but don't take it. We'll be back in a little bit. If you need anything, you can let me know.
All right, I ain't gonna steal nothing. Don't worry about that.
Oh, yeah, I just letting you know.
I don't know what all is in here. Listen, the house is kind of in bad shape, so I don't know if anything's safe for you to take. I don't think you're gonna steal anything, but
We're gonna be right back. It's gonna be okay. No more crying, all right? I love you. And Ollie sort of does a little rap on the door and then just turns around. She doesn't wait for a response.
Okay, wonderful. And you all begin making your way to the portal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You get about halfway there when a little bird flapping down the street finds its way to Silas. You open the paper up, and you see in scrawled, kind of slanted handwriting, he's back in tap room, and then a very illustrious V signing it.
He could sign his own name, but he's back in the tape room.
The tap.
Oh, I think he means tap
but I mean,
room.
look at that.
Sweetheart.
Yeah. I'm not keeping this.
Well, I don't want to be returning the key to Denon while he's in the tap room. I think we should just go find a table and sit and observe.
Observe, yes. Observe.
No engaging. But cops, promise. I promise.
I can't engage him by myself.
Exactly.
I don't desire a fight tonight.
I swear on the beach I woke up on.
You don't even know
That means a
that
lot.
beach.
I mean, that's all I know, really. I swear on my mana? That's really nothing either.
You don't even live there.
Yeah.
I won't engage.
Won't engage.
Won't engage. Should we keep walking?
Alright.
You make it to the Yawning Portal, and as you enter, it is as Volo said, who Volo once again is passed out in his chair, next to a half-drink cup of coffee. But you do see Maloon War Dragon is standing at the bar, and Dernan kind of, out of his eye line, gives like a look, and then a look at you guys, and raises an eyebrow for a second, just like cleaning a glass. And you all find a table and have a seat.
I'm gonna go up and order an ale for everybody at the table.
Hell yeah. For 4 of you, that's going to come out to 8 nibs.
Okay.
Alma, could you, I know Dernan said not to, but could you maybe inform Dernan that Force Grey is on their way?
Yeah.
It's at your discretion. I know he mentioned how much he and all of us hate when you do that.
What?
The voice thing. Oh, thank you. The voice thing. I'm trying to have her speak to Dernan.
I'll pull out one of my poetry books
Speak to Denon for
and
what?
scramble for a piece of paper, and I'll write that in a note, tuck it into the book. I'll approach the bar. Hey, Dernan.
Hello, your
Good
usual.
to see you again.
I think you're trying to spot you an ale.
Yeah, Cholula just grabbed us some drinks, but, I remembered that conversation we had about how much you have missed reading now that you're so busy with the bar.
Aye.
And so I got you this book, and it would be really meaningful
Understood.
to me.
He takes the book from you, flips to the page instantly. What did you write?
I just wrote Force Grey is...
He cocks an eyebrow. All right. Not really my taste, but I appreciate the offer.
Not a problem. Does Melons seem suspicious?
Melons. Mr.
Make an
Melons.
insight check.
11.
11? No.
Okay.
He's just kind of looking forward. Drink in front of him. Just kind of a listless expression.
I'm not going to do anything. I walk away. I go back to the table.
Okay. You all sit at your table and enjoy the merrymaking when not maybe 10 minutes after you have entered. The door kicks open, and stepping in, you see the familiar face of Fajra Safar. This time carrying at her side a tall black staff of kind of twisted wood that's hooked at the top as she steps in, and it falls silent. You see even Dernan takes a couple of steps back and to the side.
I get the black staff thing now.
And it's kind of like the crowd parts almost as she steps in and approaches Maloon, who still has his back turned at the moment, and she calls out to him. He turns around. Hey, Vajra, can I help you? And she just looks at him. I've received some troubling reports, Maloon. Something about some adventurers down in the Undermountain. Is this ringing a bell to you at all? And you see as he kind of goes from like his chipper kind of smiley face to back to that just kind of deadpan look. Looks her up and down. Well, I guess the jig's up then, isn't it? And his eyes roll back in his head. And you see this kind of splatter of blood onto the bar behind him. And crawling around the neck of Maloon War Dragon, you see what looks like a tiny little brain with spiked legs
ratchet.
that just like skitters like around his body and onto the floor. Even Vajra kind of like takes a step back as it just like skitters very quickly around the room. She turns and points the staff and sends a couple of blasts of fire that send a couple of patrons like up out of their chairs and moving out of the way. Dern and sighs as there's just like explosions of wood floor. And then the creature like crawls around behind a person. This is all happening like across the room from you.
How far?
About 100 feet away.
I'll hold.
Okay. It crawls up onto the back of a person. You see Vajra pointing the black staff. She wants to cast at this thing, but it's clearly like using civilians as cover. And unless there's anything that you guys would like to do to jump in.
I think Cholula stands up and just kind of like
Could I?
looks at Vajra.
Wait, can I make a run towards that person?
Vajra's, her back is to you guys, and
Okay.
she's focused on what's going on. She hasn't even noticed you're here
I was
yet.
going to ready an
Okay.
action if they were going to move towards.
How about this? Everybody roll initiative.
No.
Fuck! I was going to do preventative measures here.
And just for fun.
You jinxed us.
Just 'cause we got it.
A fight in the Yawning Portal.
Who we fighting?
This will take place on the first floor. And I'm just going to leave all those chairs the way that they are, because
Sounds
about right.
Recent events.
that tracks. I haven't had a chance to paint my...
Oh, do we have our minis?
Yeah, they're up there.
Yeah.
We got minis for us. I
They're
don't
next
know.
to the dragon, the warehouse. Yeah.
There we go.
And if you're watching right now, keep your eyes out for some mini painting coming soon.
Yeah.
Getting sued.
We get to paint those minis.
Cameron's gonna teach us how.
Sitting around a table, all kind of watching this go down. Let's just grab some random people.
Citizens!
That are gonna die.
Those are gonna be dead citizens!
Okay. So, the body of Maloon War Dragon, oops, the bar is not that dead, is about there at the bar, collapsed.
Chubby bunny.
Oh man, everything.
Chaos.
Falling apart.
Chaos ensues.
There's a bar. There's a fireplace. Okay.
I like the little fireplaces.
We'll use
Me
this
too.
as the black staff, who is currently standing here, where she was questioning Maloon before his brain exploded. And then we'll just use this as a fill-in for the little brain creature.
Yeah.
All right. Let me roll some initiative. Right quick.
Right quick.
Okay, natural 1 for Vajra.
Oh no.
Oof.
All right. 25 to 20.
That is a 26.
Nice. 20 to 15.
16.
I should have made my dex.
14.
14 for Alma.
You can work on it.
She said not to attack Maloon. She didn't say nothing about this little brain thing.
I think brain thing worked cool.
6.
6. All right. Okay. Up first, Cholula.
Yeah.
And I didn't think to grab a bunch of minis. We'll just use some stand-ins. Once again, I don't want to use Kinkus because I've already got one of those. We'll just use this guy for now. Is kind of giving half cover, or 3/4 cover, we'll say, to the brain.
How far away is the brain thing from me?
It is currently... You are here. 45 feet.
45 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to bonus action shift, and I'm gonna come over to this side, kind of in front of the portal, probably on the same kind of line that Vajra's on, but just right in front of the
20, 25, 30 to here.
Yeah, maybe like to the side, like 2 squares, like right up against the thing.
Ah, I see.
So I can have more of a line.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to throw Chef's Knife at the brain.
Okay, yeah. We'll
Hit that brain.
We'll say that cuts it down from 3/4 cover to half cover. If you want to go ahead and make an attack roll.
19.
19. Sorry, just a moment. That's not what I wanted.
We weren't supposed to engage, so.
It's not him anymore.
It's not him anymore. Yeah, we only promised not to fight a dude. I'll fight a brain.
I do it every day.
Oh.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Sorry, what did you roll?
19.
19 hits for sure.
Okay. Bitch. 6 points of damage.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you throw your dagger, or your kitchen knife, which just barely misses the person that the little brain is kind of like attached to, and cuts across some of the wrinkles, and you see this kind of like brackish, purpley liquid spill out. And
fun.
as it does, the brain kind of like splits. Where the two like lobes of either side at the front are, and you see teeth inside as it just kind of like howls and screeches.
That's nasty.
I don't like that.
It's like a nasty brain with like dog-like feet that are like clawed, and it's very dexterous.
Gross.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Cholula?
How many feet did I move?
She was in yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30.
30. Can I do cunning action and move like 10 feet back and try to hide by that table?
Absolutely. 10.
When I'm shifted, I have 40 feet of movement.
Fuck,
Perfect, yeah. So you move your extra 10 feet for being a swift stride shifter, and make a stealth check.
Okay.
She's so stealthy.
22.
22. Yeah, you feel pretty confident. Like it saw the direction that you
When
were
did
going,
you paint yourself like a table?
but it doesn't know exactly where you are.
It's my new trousers.
They're table colored. I thought they were wretched, but useful.
Up next
Great varnish.
is the brain,
No.
which very swiftly
No.
knocks over a chair.
The chairs.
20 skitters up onto the edge of the portal, and then just dives and goes into free fall. Silas.
I go in after it.
What? I use my telekinesis to drag Silas out.
He like sleeps midair, flicks a gold dragon to dirt, and
And then dies.
I don't have a return. I mean, I'm gonna look at the black staff. What is she up to?
what are your feelings?
Yeah, how's she doing?
You see as she's rushing forward to chase after this brain, but as she does with her natural 1 for initiative, she trips and kind of rolls her ankle in one of the blast holes that she created a moment ago, and kind of is face planted currently, and is just like lifting herself embarrassingly. Like
Everybody like moved out of the way when she walked into the building.
she's very powerful, but also she didn't
just
want to murder innocent
face
people.
plants. Yeah, for
Is
sure.
that,
And just
I mean,
is
could have
that-
just fireballed and cleared out the whole fucking area. But
yeah.
Is that in turn? Could I run over and catch her before like a full fall?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Wow.
Oh boy. 14.
14? Yeah, I'd say that's enough. She's not even that far away from you. You quickly rush over and to the other side of her and grab her kind of under the arm and help her up before she even hits the ground. And she looks and gives you a knowing nod. All right.
Yeah, that's
That's going to be Alma.
Can I get up to that portal?
Yes, you can. 10, 15. Go ahead and make a quick athletics check. Because it's not like a low ledge. It's like
You have to.
it's
At
like
eye
5
level?
Yeah, it's like 5-6 feet of stone that you have to climb up.
You can do it.
Whenever they lower people in, this
pivots. Yeah.
it pivots all the way over and then lowers to the ground. You get on and then it lifts you up and drops you in.
15?
15 is enough. You climb up onto the edge.
How far is that brain?
Make a perception check.
4.
4. At this point, it's actually... Oh, no, you have superior dark vision.
I have superior dark vision.
You can just barely see a little dot, maybe 60 feet away from you.
How to get 60 feet down that fast?
It's falling.
It's a ball.
Gravity.
Yeah, less wind resistance.
Is there a rope anywhere?
There's one rope right here.
You can try to leap.
There is a grid there, so we can count. It's about a 10-foot jump to the elevator. If you're done with this character.
Okay, I'm gonna. It's 60 feet down.
Mercy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna launch a chaos bolt at it.
Ooh, that's fun.
So I need to make a ranged spell attack and then roll damage. It's 2d8 plus 1d6, and I need to choose one of those d8, and that'll be the type of damage
Okay.
per what's written right here.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack first to see if it hits.
24?
24 hits. So, roll your 2d8s, and then choose which one you want to be for the damage.
Plus my d6.
Yeah.
No, I want the almond d6. Okie dokie. We're gonna call that fire damage.
Okay.
And that is 14 points of damage.
Ooh.
To the brain.
Ooh.
To the brain.
To the brain.
To the brain.
Okay. You see that you make contact, and what does this look like as you cast Chaos Bolt?
Yeah, I pull my key off of my belt, and for a second I just kind of crush it into my hand, and it seems to just disappear into shadow. And it's replaced by just this swirling ball of all of the, like, elements and then darkness and just all of this muddy mess.
Just, like, flashing and flickering, and it's, just a horrible thing to look at.
And I hurl it down, and there's kind of this explosion out of the well or portal.
Yeah, you
and
can actually, there's like a pillar of light that shoots up as it collides, and as it lands, kind of randomly rolling through all of these different damage types, it lands on fire right as it makes contact, and there's just a gout of orange light that shoots up to the ceiling, illuminating it for a moment, and you hear another screech.
Does it still seem good?
Hard to tell, it's very far away.
So I, like, pull my hand back up and kind of like a yo-yo, the key is back.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
It's more than 60 feet now.
At the top of the next round, it will fall another 60 feet.
Oh,
And that'll put it
top
right
of the
at
next round.
that'll put it right at the edge of your dark vision.
No, I will stand here. How far did I go to get on the portal? Did I use my full movement to get up on top?
No, I think it was like 10, 15. It was like 20 feet of movement to get up there.
I'm gonna get down.
Okay. You just hop down.
On...
You killed her!
Make an acrobatics check.
The real fear I felt.
And don't worry, I'm not that mean. This isn't like a natural one and you fall the other way. It's just to see how well you catch yourself on the ground.
Acrobatics, you said?
Yeah.
18.
Okay, yeah. You managed to jump down 6 feet off of the stone, landing safely in the portal. No damage done to yourself. Wonderful. That's going to be Ollie's turn.
Cool. So from where I am, and he's 60 feet down, is that within 120 feet?
I would say Ollie is not currently aware of where exactly the creature is. You'd have to check it out.
Cool beans. Then can I make it to the ledge? I will risk that acrobatics check.
15, 20 feet to the ledge. Go ahead and make your athletics check to pull yourself up.
Athletics. Oh, okay, that's a little bit better.
Ayo.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
Easy. You don't even, lift yourself. You just leap up onto the edge and catch yourself looking down. Make a perception check.
Parkour. 10?
10? You can't make out where it is, unfortunately.
Okay. What is that? No, that's a full action. Fuck. Okay. If I can't see it, I don't think I can attack it. So I think I'm just gonna cast light and here down, as
So,
far as I can throw it. Maybe can I?
what is the distance on that?
Touch 20 feet. So can I lean in and
So you can essentially light up something. I would say you could target a brick of the well 20 feet in.
Okay. Then we're gonna do that and see if it can give me because it has a range of 20 feet, I think, from that area. Can I see anything then?
Even still, that only lights up about 40 feet out of your range.
Not enough to see. Cool. Then I'm gonna get off the ledge at least, so I'm not directly in any sort of damage radius from Big Brain Boy.
Okay.
And I'll just stay close to the well.
All right. On the initiative count 1, on Vajra's turn, she turns and nods, thanking Silas, and then you feel her just lift out of your grip as she hovers off of the ground and just, like a rocket, flies down into the fucking portal and disappears. And that's where we're going to drop initiative and where we're going to end tonight's episode.
What?
Oh, God.
I'm gonna wrap it up. We've got some severe weather coming our way. I keep getting phone calls from fucking Code Red being like, hey, don't go outside.
Yeah, mine's lightning's possible nearby. See strikes in all your favorite locations. Okay.
What's your favorite bar?
So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. But before we go, we do have one more giveaway to announce.
Oh, yeah! I want to know my dice.
Yeah, so, now's your last chance. Go ahead and enter the word opera into the chat, OPERA, for your chance to win these beautiful Ollie-themed Fantasy Forge dice. They're lovely.
My
I think I
dice
can actually... I
twin.
don't know if this is going to mess anything up.
Maybe?
Oh, if you liked the map, that's Cameron's doing.
Yeah!
There's a video on youtube.com/fantasyforgeart where you can watch me build the whole thing from scratch.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, who's my dice twin?
Dice
twin.
Dice twin. Dice twin.
It's creepy. I don't know why, but it's creepy. Everyone chanting it like that.
No, it's fine.
Dice
They're
twin.
fine.
Dice twin. They're the same.
Yeah,
you and I.
yeah. If you want to
If you just
enter,
do it again.
yeah, we had to reset the biz.
Oh,
so
do it again.
we currently have 0 entries. So if you want a chance to win these dice, I'm gonna say we'll give it until like 9:06. You got 2 minutes to
2
enter
minutes.
the word opera into the chat. OPERA.
The dice.
Become Miranda's dice twin.
Dice
They're gold.
twin.
They're purple. They're blue. They're clear. They sparkle like a deer.
A deer?
Well, kind
The
of.
sparkliest deer I ever did see.
There's a waterfall outside.
Yeah, I can,
Roseton
like, hear
66
it
in
at the door.
Tucson said
Oh, I can
hello.
hear it.
Hello.
Hello. Say opera. You can win some dice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want to be my dice twin?
Dice twin. Dice twin. Dice twin.
And this is
I'm
going
gonna go
to
make sure
one.
that all of our doors are closed.
I hear everything's happening.
It's just a loud metal building.
Yeah.
I've never been in one.
In the 2 minutes while we're waiting.
Oh, first live? Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
Welcome. Did you like catch up on YouTube and then join us live? Because that would be super cool if you did that.
Yeah, it's just loud out there.
Wow.
If this is your first time watching Twitch live,
It's not normally like this.
yeah.
They said, yes, I did.
Hell yeah. Thank you so
that's
much.
awesome.
That's awesome.
You're caught up.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Put in opera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You did
win
win
some
dice.
A Dark Phoenix Point said it's the first time they've watched Twitch, too.
Nice.
Hi
And
guys.
you won something?
That's super cool.
Wow.
Could win another thing. You never know.
Oh my god. What if we become dice twins?
What if we
You
became
got less than a minute
dice
to put in
twins?
opera.
Less than a minute.
No exclamation points. Sorry, Rustum.
Yeah, just
Just
OPERA.
opera.
All lowercase, no punctuation.
The Moobot doesn't take exclamation points.
They hate punctuation.
I hate excitement.
Cows hate punctuation.
Cows hate punctuation.
I hope
They
so.
can't. They don't have grammar.
Oh, they saw us on Instagram first and messaged about when the session was. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
9:06.
All right.
9:06.
As we draw our winner, just a reminder that next week we will be back on our regular schedule. Episode
Saturday.
5 will be on Saturday, 10.
I'm pulling it up.
16?
I don't know what dates are.
Saturday, 10:16
Yes.
at 6 p.m. Central.
Yeah, October 16th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will be live right here on twitch.tv/Arcanarama. But now, let's give away some dice.
We'll be
Dice.
giving away
Dice.
dice next week too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
Cholula dice.
Yeah,
It's
I'll show you.
Cholula dice.
We'll get a little sneak peek at those after we announce
The
this
winner
winner.
is a Dark Phoenix Ball.
Dark Phoenix
Fun! You win!
You are the lucky winner of these fantastic Ollie Ilno blue and purple and gold lovely dice.
You're my dice twin.
Hell yeah. We will contact you on the back end of Twitch and get your information so that we can get those sent to the right place. And you will have a brand new set of RPG dice.
And a new dice system.
Next week's dice giveaway I have right here. These are our Cholula dice. And they are
A little bit higher. Oh my
Gorgeous.
god. They're red.
them. They are red with gold and holographic flakes. Swirled through clear. And they are beautiful. And we all love them.
They are
Love them
beautiful.
so much.
Remind me of hot sauce.
So tune in next week for your chance to win those, as well as probably some more Arcanite goodies, if I had to guess.
Yes. We
And-
have some more miniatures next week.
Yeah! Some more games to use either in your own home games, or to surprise your DM with, or to coax your friends over to your place to make them play a 4-hour-long game.
That's how they got me.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're gonna get the hell out of here and try to beat this storm. We will catch you all next week on Saturday, but until then, stay safe out there, adventurers.
Bye, guys.
Oh god.